Yo, welcome into 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. I feel like singing tonight. I don't know why. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to do some quick audio testing here. Let's see what commercial I get. Whoa, my computer is loud. Listen to that. I must have been listening to Polly Junkwax. There we are. We are good to go. So we are doing lots of Bowman draft tonight. And I'm sitting here watching my own thing, like Inception. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now we've got it. So yes, tonight we are doing lots and lots of Bowman draft because I can't get enough Bowman draft. The Sheriff on time. How you doing tonight, Zach? Hope you are having a good day and a good week so far. Another Wednesday night stream, which is always funny because when I go on Wednesday nights, the entire card community streams on Wednesday night. It is like the busiest night. I try and avoid Wednesday nights, but my schedule has been odd because my son plays a lot of hockey, and so Thursday nights when I like streaming, that's like my favorite night to do it. Unfortunately, hockey says you ain't streaming on Thursday nights. So we've got Irish Misfit. Who else we got in here? We got Zach O. Zach is in the house. How you doing, bud? We were able to get Rick in. We did open up a second break. That second break also sold out. So we are sold out for the night. So if anyone was watching and is wondering how to get in a break, one, you could read the comment I put in there a little bit ago. But really the best way is to be a Patreon because they get first notification on the breaks and they are a loyal bunch. We do breaks once a week, so more often than not, the Patreons are the people that get to be in the breaks and get kind of the access to the breaks. So that's the best way. Every once in a while it ends up on YouTube. And I open it up to the YouTube channel and to the masses, but on something like this probably was not going to make it past the Patreon. So, Zach, what time are you going to work? And then we are going to get started pretty quick tonight, only because I do have, I believe I added it up. It is about 800 cards to go through. So I'm going to try and keep the pace a little bit higher than normal. That was actually a comment when I did that Patreon survey. That was actually a comment I got from a few different people, which was, hey, you should speed up the breaks a little bit. So I don't know how good I'm going to be at that because I kind of do what I do. But I'll see what I can do about hopefully keeping the pace up, and we will get Zach out of here by 10:30. We can make 10:30 happen on break one. That shouldn't be a problem. So we did start a couple minutes early. Let's see. Big news in the sports world today. Mr. James Harden is officially on the Brooklyn Nets. So we have a super team out in New York, and it is not the New York Knickerbockers. It never will be. But I also claim that Durant, Harden, and Irving sounds like you might have 2 out of 3 of those on the court at one time, and the other person, or maybe even 2 people, will be injured. I still think the Lakers are the team to beat. However, if that team stays healthy, that is a dangerous, dangerous team. So let's see. That was the big news there. The trade market in baseball has been tepid. I mean, we had the big deal with Frankie Lindor, which I think 2, 3, 4 years from now, you're going to see the Indians may have been the smart ones there. I still think the Indians should have traded him 2 years ago. But other than that, we still have yet to see some of the other dominoes fall, like the Trevor Bauer domino. I think once Trevor signs, you'll see a lot of these other pitchers start signing pretty quick. But some small moves, some teams it's always some of those smaller moves that end up being ones that pay off in the playoffs. Let's see. I don't think LeMahieu is moved yet, so we'll see where LeMahieu ends up. The Yankees, I don't know. The longer he waits, the more I think the Yankees are going to sign him. Texas Break says, good riddance, Harden. Yeah, Harden, him sitting there yesterday saying this team's not good enough to win a championship. My response to that would be, well, you're on the team. So are you saying you're not good enough to win a championship, and that you got to go ride the coattails of other people? So we'll see what happens. And if I recall, when they were all on the Thunder with Durant, didn't Durant and Harden kind of not get along? Or was it Westbrook and Harden? But Harden kind of has always been a tough guy to get along with. Very talented. But yeah, if you're Houston, you cut your losses now. You get what you can get out of the trade. And yeah, and good riddance. That's probably the right way to put it. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see who else we got in here. Ryan V. By the way, Ryan is a new Patreon. And he is breaking with us for the first time tonight. So a good break to be breaking with the first time. Ryan, we do sometimes get first-time breakers that get really good luck. That actually happened last week. So good luck tonight. It's a great break to be in to get a little bit of beginner's luck. So good luck to Ryan. All the other patrons, welcome Ryan to the crew. We've got Texas Breaks in the house. And then we've also got Mr. Jared Patterson. Hope all you guys are having a good evening. Oh, and I did not know that this is Ryan's first ever break. So now we have, now to keep him addicted to breaking, now we have to get him some good cards. So we'll see what we can get. I believe, Ryan, you are going to be in break number 2. So we'll do break number 1 first, then we'll do break 2. Here's what's in the break, guys. This is going to be break 1, this box and this box of Bowman. So we've got a jumbo hobby box of Bowman draft. We'll open that first. Of course, we're going to wait and keep the suspense for the Sapphire until the end of break 1. And then we will do the same thing with break 2. So why don't we move these and we'll get break 2 off the board right now. So I was only able to score 2 boxes of Sapphire. And yes, I am passing both of them onto the Patreons. These boxes are already going for these boxes alone are already going for like over $200. Bowman draft has got, these boxes have gone over 400. So it's become probably the hottest baseball product right now. And then I think it'll probably stay that way until the beginning of February when 2021 cards start coming out. Excited about Series 1 coming out here pretty soon. We have Bowman Heritage coming out. Some weird sets. I don't know what Topps is doing so far in 2021. They've got that new Jameson set, the 1951 set, which if I would have been paying attention, you could have got a Mike Trout auto numbered to 51 for $200 on Topps website today. I missed on that. I was really bummed. I didn't know that was even going to happen. Juan Soto's were on there as well for 200. So some really nice autographs out of that set. But of course, I missed it. I've been busy at work. So here's what we're going to do. Who else have we got in here? We got Captain John. We've got Jared. I'm kind of waiting on Matt M. Teresa, how you doing? Joe is in here. Mr. David Thompson is in here. So we've got most everyone. Matt does have 5 spots in break 1. So we'll wait for a little bit. Brian, how are you doing tonight? We'll wait for a couple minutes, but I do think that we could probably roll the dice. So since Ryan is a first-time breaker, Ryan, here's how we do this. I'm going to roll this dice a couple times. First time I roll it, that's going to tell us how many times we're going to randomize our teams. And then I'll roll it again. That'll tell us how many times we're going to randomize the break participants. And will decide what team that you get. If we roll a 1, since I want to randomize more than once, this is what a 1 looks like. We will roll the dice again so we get more than one randomization. Everything is done on random.org, so it is a true randomization. So let's get started with that, and I will roll. And for our teams, we are going to randomize 3 times. So I think, yeah, Jared, I think the Trout to 51 was 200. I think it was 199.99. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I know Juan Soto's was. All the Trouts were sold out by the time I got on there, and the Juan Soto's were available. I almost pulled the trigger on a Juan Soto, but I said, I like my wallet today more than I like a Juan Soto autograph. So here we go. Let's get over to random. pull this up here real quick. So here, let's pull this over. So here's everyone that is in break one. We got Tyler C, Michael A, Zach O, Joe M, Matt M, Joey Otto, Jeff P, Teresa, Texas Breaks, Captain John, Jared P, JR's Cards, Zach's Card Breaks, Joatek, and James. So we'll take our teams. We're going to randomize them 3 times. And away we go. 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. It took a while for that third one to go. All right, we got Orioles on the top, Rays on the bottom. All of this is Bowman Draft 2020. So most of you guys probably know the teams that you're kind of looking for in this. That Orioles spot is a great spot. So it's not like your typical 2020 stuff, but most of the teams in draft I have found are pretty good. There's a couple that you go, hey, if I could miss that team, I'd be okay with it. For the most part, I am high on Bowman Draft. So we did get a 1 for our break participants. So let's roll that again. And this time we only get a 2. So we will randomize the break participants 2 times. And I don't have chat up, so I apologize if I'm missing any comments. What am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to random. There we go. Let's get a new list going. Pull everyone over. And only 2 times. So here we go. 1 and 2. All right, we got Joe M on the top and Joey Otto on the bottom. And get this in here. And there. Hide this so you guys can actually see the teams. There we go. And we will sort. Oh, wait, I want to sort this. There we go. So here's how we ended up. Let me get chat pulled up. We'll actually open this up for trades. I'm hoping Matt got in here because he does have a few spots. Matt sometimes has to miss the stream, so I think we're okay to kind of get started. I think most everyone is in here that's in break 1. So, hey, we've got Barry in the house. Barry, how you doing? Barry, you are going to be in break number 2 as well. Joatek is in the house. So here's how we ended up. The Angels going to Matt. We got the Astros going to Joey Otto. The A's going to Joatek. Blue Jays going to Texas Breaks. Braves to Michael A. Brewers and Cardinals to Matt M. Cubs going to Zach's Card Breaks. Diamondbacks going to Teresa. Dodgers going to Texas Break. Giants to Zach's Card Breaks. Indians and Mariners to James. We've got the Marlins going to Matt M. The Mets going to Captain John. We've got the Nats going to Jared P. The Orioles to Joe M. Padres to Joatek. Phillies to Michael A. Pirates to Zach O. Rangers to JR's Cards. Rays to Joey Otto. Red Sox and Reds going to Tyler C. Rockies to JR's Cards. Royals to Jeff P. Tigers to Matt M. Twins to Jared O. White Sox to Jared P. And the Yankees going to Teresa. So, I don't know if Matt is in here. I was hoping he would be in here by now. Will he trade the Brewers? The Brewers are a decent spot in this. I believe you've got, who is it? Is it Garrett Mitchell? That's kind of who you're looking for if you've got the Brewer spot. And I feel like it's been so long since I've opened Bowman Draft. I've forgotten what draft order everyone was in. Because it's been probably 2 or 3 weeks since I've opened some. I haven't forgot most of it, I'm sure. But I love opening Bowman Draft. It's one of my favorite. This is easily my favorite set of 2020. And I think it's one of those sets that in the long run is going to be a pretty valuable set. Some of these cards, I believe, are going to be well sought after here in a few years. Stemmers is in the house. Stemmers, how are you tonight? All right, so Jared's got the White Sox and the Nationals for trade. Who ended up with the Tigers? It was Matt that ended up with the Tigers. Tyler is here. Tyler, how are you tonight? Cheapest trout was $350. Oh, okay. So this cheap. I thought one of the trouts was $199. Of course, they would bump up the trout to like double the price of everything else. even at 350, a Trout to 51, because I think that was what it was. If you could get that for $350, that's actually a good deal. The Sotos at 199 to a 51 were a good deal. Yeah, Ripken was on there too. Ripken, I believe, is probably a little overpriced for that. But 199 to 51, that's a fair price. But that Soto, I think, has a lot of upward mobility. I almost pulled the trigger on it. Why I didn't, I don't know. I think it's because it's the beginning of the 2021 baseball card season, and I've stretched myself a little thin on buying 2021 products. So right now, I tend to buy a lot of cards at the end of the season and then buy a lot of boxes at the beginning of the season. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? Red Sox are for trade. We've got 200. Yeah, 200 would have been great. Jeff, you have the Royals. Not a bad one. You're looking for Asa Lacy. Joe M has the Orioles, in case you're interested. The Royals for Orioles is probably a decent trade. I don't know that you would pull them off of Joe, but that's who's got the Orioles tonight. Now, one of these days, I will figure out how to get all of this stuff, like all those reel breakers that know how to do overlays and everything on their screen, and it like scrolls and it does all that fancy stuff. I could probably figure all that stuff out. I choose not to. I'm old school. I like Excel. I'm middle-aged. I'm conservative. So, Teresa, any chance the Yankees are available, or are they your team? So let's see. Teresa's got the Yankees. Who does Zach got? He's got the Cubs and the Giants. Both actually. That Ed Howard card that card keeps going up in value. Ed Howard has probably had, since this set has been released, he's gone up quite a bit. So Ed Howard's a good card in here. No, the Orioles it's not Joe O, it's Joe M. Joseph Martinez. So it's Joe M. Joe O, who is Joey Otto, has the Rays and the Astros, I believe. So it is Joe M, not Joey Otto, that has the Orioles. I don't know if I've seen Joe in here yet. Joey Otto is here, probably watching on the big screen. I've seen the picture of his setup. That is the way to watch breaks. I'm telling you. I normally watch breaks on my phone too while my wife is watching TV. But that is not. But that is not conducive to reading spreadsheets. I totally get it. So let's see. I am going to say trade's going once. It looks like the trade market may be a little slow. Almost like in real life. I was reading an article, I think it was on MLB today, that said the 5 teams that should be much more splashier than they have been in the offseason. And the number 1 team was the Angels. And I was like, of course, no kidding. The Angels should have Trevor Bauer and they should have Yadier Molina. And those are both obvious pursuits that they should do, and they're not going to do it. I'm telling you, they're going to go Dylan Bundy, just taking us to the promised land, which is simply not going to happen. Shohei Ohtani his arm is going to fall off by June. He's going to be swinging the bat one-handed. The next thing we know, Mike Trout's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and everyone's going to call him the Dan Marino of baseball, which if that happens is so irritating. Nats and White Sox are still for trade. So Nats and White Sox are up. Teresa, let us know if you are interested in the Giants or Cubs, because you may be able to get them from Zach's Card Breaks if you're willing to give up the good old Yankees. I agree that the Angels and Tanaka is actually a pretty decent, it would make sense because you do have Shohei there. And Tanaka, I think you could get him at a reasonable price, but you got to go for Bauer. I mean, the rotation's so bad. You got to get a true ace at the top. That's been the Angels' problem, is they keep trying to bargain basement on this pitching, and you go, look, there's a reason why some of these arms are number 2 and number 3 and sometimes number 4 pitchers. It's because they're not aces. They're innings eaters, sure, but you need a guy that can go out there and strike out 200, you know, have an ERA of around 3 and hopefully win you 15 to 20 games. But I don't know what the Angels are thinking, but the Angels are going to be another also ran this year. And normally I'm much higher on them, but after last season, I'm still not sold that Joe Madden is the answer as the manager. So we'll see. But I also root for the Raiders. I feel the same exact way about Chucky in Las Vegas, where it's just like, are you kidding me? That guy can't call a freaking game for the life of him. And Joe Madden, I get that he works on some teams. I don't know that he works on the Angels. I'm not as high on him as most Angels fans are. So let's see. Jared says, what is this? Or I'll sell at cost if anyone is trying to jump in the break and pay Dustin for shipping. So if someone wants in, you can buy the Nats or the White Sox at cost. The cost would be $20. And I think Jared will even pay the shipping for you. Let's see. I am going to say trades going twice because we do want to keep this rolling. We got to get this done for Zach. We got to get break 1 done by 10:30 so Zach can go to work. That's my goal. That's my goal. And what do I do with my knife? I think we're a little slow, so I'm going to say trades closed. If someone comes in, Jared, and says, yeah, I'll take the White Sox. Austin is in the house. Austin, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, if someone comes in and says they want to do that, we can make that work. So let's rip it. I agree. Now, if you're in break 2, just hang tight. We'll do the same exact thing that we just did for break 2. But let's get to break 1. And as always, you guys, I do want to thank you for getting in the break. Like I say every week, there is, at least on the people I'm subscribed to, there is 20 or so people streaming live right now. So thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. Thank you for getting in the break. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be opening up Bowman Draft. This will probably be my last break of 2020 Bowman Draft, unless I can find some product somewhere at a decent price, then maybe another one. But I'm excited about this. I think we're going to pull some good stuff tonight. So for some reason, I have had it in my head that we're going to pull something good. I don't know what break it's going to be in, but I just have, I have a feeling. So we will see. So Goody, how are you this evening? Thank you for coming and hanging out. So let's get to ripping. We're going to start with the hobby, the Jumbo Hobby. We get 3 autographs in this. There is like almost 400 cards in this set, or in this box. You get 12 packs. Each pack has 32 cards in it. So the good news is we don't have to open a bunch of packs. So it's not like we've got 36 packs. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster, but you guys know me well enough to where I probably say that and then I go at the speed I always go at. So, and for some reason there we go. I did not want to pop. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to pull Bowman Draft. Where do I want to put this? Let's put the Bowman Draft right back here next to Trout. We'll let it have a little bit of osmosis. Pull this off over here, and we will get to ripping. So here we go. We're going to do them in the stack. So we'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 12 over here. Okay, Rudy, how you doing, bud? All right, so our first pack of the night. Away we go. Good luck, everyone. We'll pull all the chrome cards to the back. So here we go. We got Kristen Robinson to start the night out. Mr. Tyler Freeman, Quinn Priester, Corey Lee, Mark Vientos, Alika Williams, Alika, first round in the supplemental round, 37th overall. JJ Goss, Ian Seymour, Jeremiah Jackson, Alec Burleson, JJ Blade, nice one there. We've got Jareer and Encarnacion, David Calabrese, Nolan Gorman, Levi Prater, Andrew Vaughn, nice one for the White Sox there. And, oh, it looks like that sleeve is upside down. There we go. We'll start off with a little Andrew Vaughn action. And then we go to, tell you one thing, the coating on the Bowman draft, these cards slide all over the place. Gage Workman, Owen Miller, Zach Veen, nice one for the Rockies, our Rockies owner. JR's cards. So JR starts off with the little Zach Veen action. Then we also have Orion Jensen, Nick York, Geraldo Perdomo, Dylan Dingler, favorite name, totally my most favorite name in the set. We got a Casey Martin. This is a refractor going out to the Phillies. That's going to Michael A. Michael A. Have we seen Michael A in here? Hey, Matt M., you are here. We just got started this the first pack. Here's your teams. You're going to be pretty excited. So listen up, Matt. Here's who you got. You got the Halos. You got the Brewers. You have the Cardinals, the Marlins, and the Tigers. So you ended up with that Tigers spot. So you are on a Torkelson hunt tonight. There's a Casey Martin. He was a third-round pick, but that is a refractor Bowman first. So a nice little hit there for the Phillies and Michael. We've got, hold on, I got to get situated here. All right, here we go. Our next refractor is going to be Heliot Ramos. We got a Volpe for the Yankees. That's going to Teresa. And there we go. Now for our first Bowmans, we've got our Chromes. We've got a first Bowman, Patrick Bailey for the Giants. I believe Patrick was a first-round pick, 13th overall. So a nice one there for the Giants. That's going up Mr. Zach's card breaks. That's the card you're looking for in the Giants spot. You've also got a Jordan Groshans, Alec Burleson. Alec was a second-round pick. That is a first Bowman as well. So we'll sleeve up all the first Bowman Chromes for sure. Then we have JJ Blade in Chrome. And behind this, we have a sky blue parallel of Tekoa Roby. So JJ, let's get JJ in there with a quick sleeve for the Marlins. And the Tekoa Roby, now the sky blues are not numbered, but they are limited, obviously. So a Tekoa Roby for the Rangers. And our Ranger spot is JR's card. So a nice one there for JR, a.k.a. James. Tekoa Roby, third-round pick. We'll put Roby up there as a nice little start to the night. And we have a franchise futures, Asa Lacey and Nick Lofton. That's going to Mr. Jeff Pullins. So he gets an Asa right off the bat. Austin, I've been drinking too much Coke. Yeah, Austin, how are you feeling, man? I'm glad that your test came back negative, but you've been sick for a few days now, so I hope you get to feeling better. Ginger ale does work. I should have drank ginger ale. My kids wanted pizza for dinner, so I'm suffering from a little bit of heartache, or heartache. I'm suffering from heartache. There we go. I think we're good there. Here we go. Second pack, we've got Dane Acker, Carmen Mladinsky, Carson Ragsdale, Nick Bitsko. Bitsko was the first-round pick, 24th overall for the Rays. Rays owner tonight, Mr. Joey Otto. And we've got Jackson Cower, Bryce Jarvis. Bryce Jarvis was the 18th overall pick. Zach Daniels, Brennan Davis, Bonin, Hunter Green, Holden Powell, first Bowman for the Nationals, Brady McConnell, Jared Jones, Bailey Horn, Burl Carraway. Austin F shows up. This is Austin's guy right here. He's collecting. Austin is our prospect guru. And if he's collecting Burl, you probably should be too. Logan Hoffman, Slade Sione, Luke Little, and there he is. There's the Torque. There's our first Torque of the night. Spencer Torkelson. This one going to Mr. Matt M. It is a paper, but it is a Torkelson nonetheless. So a nice early Torque. Got plenty of time to pull some more. Maybe we can find a Chrome or even better, parallel Chrome. That'd be awesome. Here we go. Jeter Downs. Cade Cavalli for the Nats. Miguel Amaya. Chris McMahon. And for our refractors, we get a first Bowman Kyle Nicholas for Miami. And my penny sleeves are sliding everywhere. My penny sleeves are not where they normally are. It's going to have to work with that. So we get a Kyle Nicholas. That is a refractor. So we will give that one a little top load for Joey. Second round pick, 61st overall. And our second refractor is going to be R.J. Dabovich for the Giants. That's going to Zach's card breaks. So Dabovich first Bowman. Refractor. And now we get to our Chromes. It's okay to cry. I can't cry. I need to hold all the emotions down. I'm a man. Ronaldo Hernandez. Hunter Barnhart, that's a first Bowman for the Rays. Barnhart was third round pick overall. And then we've got the Nick Lofton for the Royals. That's going to Jeff Pullins as well. He's the other part of that franchise future we just called. He was the 32nd pick overall. So a first round pick here. We'll give that a quick top load. And then we've got Milan Tolentino, first Bowman. Lots of first Bowman Chromes coming out through here, so that's always good. That's going to the Indians. That's going to James. We have, and we'll have Schuster and probably, no, we didn't have that time, but we do get Schuster. Well, I believe Schuster is the first rounder. I keep getting him, yeah, he's the first rounder, 25th overall. So another first rounder for the Braves. That's going to Michael A. Remember when Gator's wife said, "Pimps don't cry"? Okay, and then we have Shane McClanahan, and we have a Nick York 20-20. That's going to the Red Sox. Nick York was their first round pick. And actually, I read an article about York because he was picked kind of high for where they thought he was going to go. He was probably more of a second round projection. However, apparently he's been hitting the snot out of the ball and impressing the organization. Now, I did read this in a Boston outlet, so take that with a grain of salt. But here we go. Third pack. We have Jordan Balazovic. And there's Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. That's a nice one for the Pirates there. That's going to Zach O. Nick Gonzalez, I believe, in this draft is probably going to rise more towards the top and be a star of the draft in the future. The card values reflect that. So there's a nice little paper one for Zach. We've got O'Neill Cruz. There's another Nick Lofton paper, Milan Tolentino, Nick Sweeney. There's an Adley for the Orioles. That's going to Joe M. Okay, here we go. Tyler Brown, Ryan Rollison, Justin Lang, Joe Boyle, Jaron Duran, Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. That's a nice one there. Nice little paper Mitchell. We've got Corbin Carroll, Daxton Fulton, Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, AJ Vukovic, Tristan Lutz, Carter Baumler, Ben Hernandez, Thomas Sagasi. I'm gonna have to look his name up. I know that's not how you say it. Zach McCambly. And for this is a nice one for the Sox. This one's going out to Jared P. Garrett Crochet, first Bowman refractor. Crochet, lot of for pitching prospects. He was the first rounder for them. A nice pitching prospect here. The White Sox are another team. I think Austin mentioned the Rays have had some pretty good drafts in the last few years. The White Sox are the other team that has figured out the draft and kind of the international pool and all of that. But Crochet, a real nice pitching prospect for them. Our other refractor is going to be a Nick Lodolo for the Reds. That's going out to Mr. Tyler C. So nice refractor there for Tyler. And for our chromes, we're going to have Ian Seymour. That is a first. And it does look like we have some color. And it does look like it's gold. So that's always good. There's an Ian Seymour for the Rays. It's going to Joey Otto. A Jeremiah Jackson. Aaron Shortridge. Clayton Beater. First Bowman for the Dodgers. Who's got Dodgers tonight? That would be Texas Breaks. And we have another Nick Gonzalez. But before I pull this card, one thing I will say about the Nick Gonzalez, not sure if you can see it on here. I'll try and catch it in the light. There we go. See right along here? I had it there for a second. But there is a little bit of a print mark, so not a little bit of a surface scratch there. Not too big, but it is there. So let's see. Pirates, Zach. Sorry about that one, but it's not too bad. Let's go to the back card here real quick. We get an Andrew Vaughn, Glimpses of Greatness, and our gold, it should be numbered to 50. It's going to be a giant. So that is going to Zach's Card Breaks. And it is our first auto, and it is a Jimmy Glowinski, 45 out of 50. So a nice low-numbered auto here for Zach's Card Breaks. Zach, congratulations on this one. There's our first auto of the night, Jimmy Glowinski. He was the second-round pick, 68th overall, a gold first Bowman auto. Jimmy Glowinski, nice one there for sure. Beautiful, beautiful gold. That's why we collect Bowman Draft. There is the Nick Gonzalez. We are going to give that a top loader. So a Jimmy Glowinski to 50, numbered 45 out of 50. Let me show that one again. I feel like I got that one off screen too fast. And I'm going to sleeve up the Andrew Vaughn here as well. So here we go. The Jimmy Glowinski. Print mark led to a face reveal. That's what happens. If I did a face reveal tonight, my hair's not combed. My hair is insanely wild today. So Glowinski, born in 99. So let's see if we're in 21. He's about 20 years old. So nice Glowinski here. Nice looking card. Nice card. Congratulations on that one, Zach. So here we go. Pack number 4. We've got a sky blue paper coming up. We've got a Volpe paper, Caden Polkovich, CJ Abrams, nice prospect for the Padres, Jordan Wogu, Hunter Bishop, Austin Hendrick, nice one there for the Reds. That's who you're looking for if you're Joey Otto tonight. We're looking for that one in a chrome or an auto. That'd be awesome. Logan Allen. We'll call him Logan Allen the second, since there's 2 of them. Will Klein. Alex, how do you say that? Solari? Matthew Dyer. Someone's going to correct me on that one. Keone Cavaco. Brandon, I call him Brandon Fat. Drake Cruz. Brett Beatty. Addison Coffey. Alec Thomas. Got Aaron Ashby, Liam Norris, and for the Yankees, there's a Jason Dominguez for Teresa. Jason Dominguez paper, nice one there. That's kind of who you're looking for, even though it's not a first Bowman. Jason Dominguez still commanding tons of attention within the hobby. So a Dominguez for Teresa. Nice one there for her. We'll see if we can get a chrome one there. Dude, where's my card? Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Awesome job. Thank you very much, dude. Where's my card? Dude, Where's My Card was actually streaming a little earlier tonight, I believe. If you have not checked out his channel, please be sure to do so. We've got a Joe Ryan, a Blake Rutherford, a Jesse Franklin V, and our sky blue paper parallel will be a first Bowman of Liam Norris. So Liam Norris for the Diamondbacks. That is also going to Teresa. So we've got a little bit of a Teresa pack going right now. And Liam Norris, let's see. He was drafted 3rd round, 90th overall. So not a bad little Bowman first there. Our first Bowman, sky blue. Again, these are not numbered, but they are limited. And now we get to our chrome refractors, and there's the one you're looking for. That is a nice card right there. That is an Ed Howard first Bowman refractor going out to Zach's card breaks. So Zach was looking to trade into that Yankees spot. So what he held with the Cubs pays off with an Ed Howard refractor. Nice one there. And our second refractor is going to be Hudson Haskin, who is also a first-round pick for the, I believe he was the other one. Yeah, no, he was second round. But that is a first Bowman as well. That's going to the Orioles. That's going to Mr. Joe M. So a nice one there for Joe. And we've got O'Neill Cruz as our first chrome. CJ Van Eek, or Eck. It's a first Bowman for the Blue Jays. That's going to Texas Breaks. He was a second-round pick. I don't think the Blue Jays had a first-round pick, or if they did, he's not. Who was the Austin will know. Austin, who did the Blue Jays take in the first round, or did they not have a pick in the first round? There's a Spencer Strider. That's a first Bowman as well. And we have a Kyle Nicholas first. J.J. Goss, Xavier Edwards, and a nice one for the Orioles here, a Heston Kjerstad and Jordan Westberg. And that is a franchise future. Every once in a while, you want to make sure you check the backs of those because some of these, obviously, some of these can be parallels, and sometimes they're kind of hard to tell. But a nice one there. So there's Heston, the first Heston we've seen tonight. Got that one, and now we go on to pack 5. Austin Martin was the Jays. Oh yeah, that's right. I knew that. Yeah, and they held Austin Martin because that would have thrown this set way over the top if Austin Martin was in here. That's why it seems like the Blue Jays don't have a first-round pick in draft, because they held Austin Martin for Bowman Baseball. So sometime when does Bowman Baseball come out? I think it comes out in May. We'll all be collecting Martin, trust me. Bryson Stott, Jackson Miller, Jackson Rutledge, Gilberto Jimenez, Marco Luciano, Takoa Roby, Shea Langoliers, Nick Garcia, Grayson Rodriguez. We got Xavier Warren here, and a Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. Another card you're looking for. So that Royal spot, not a bad little spot going for Jeff Pullins right now. It's a little Bobby Witt action. Then we've got Owen Casey, Jake Bloomgren, Evan Carter, Zach Britton, CJ Van Eek, Spencer Strider, Luis Gill, Drew Romo, Ian Bedell, Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller was the first-round pick for the Dodgers. RJ Dabovich. And there's another Crochet. Crochet in a quick little sleeve. Then we have our Chromes, which this first one going to the Rays. So I believe that's Joey Otto. That is a Nico Holtzier. Or Holsizer, as I think how you actually say his name. Holsizer. So a nice little chrome refractor there. And we also have for the Rays a J.J. Goss chrome refractor. So both going to Joey Otto in this pack. And we have a Christian Chamberlain. That is a first Bowman. Oh, and I think, let's put those like that. Let's do that. Keep the stacks right. Holden Powell for the Nationals. That is a first Bowman as well. Romo's from the same town as Goldie. How does Austin know? How do you know all this? Well, Austin is trying to become a scout. So there's that. And for the Orioles, an Adley Rutschman chrome. Nice Adley there. And we've got the top loader. And we've got a Kyle Isbell. Connor Phillips, first Bowman for the Mariners. Mariners have been a little quiet so far, so maybe we get the Mariners start picking up here. James has the Mariners. We've got Jordan Wogu. That's a first Bowman for the Gubbies. And a Riley Green, Glimpses of Greatness for the Tigers. Hack my computer and you'll find out. Be careful what you wish for, Austin. You probably, these days, I don't know, man. These days, the more I say, the less information you have on your computer, probably the better off you are. I think, what was it the other day? Oh, our dog had a rash on his belly. And my wife just said, hey, have you seen this rash? And then she got on her phone like 5 minutes later. And the first thing that came up on her phone when she went on social media was, does your dog have a rash? And it's like, she didn't Google anything. It was nothing. And that happens all the time. She owns Apple, by the way. Apple listens. Matthew Liberatore, here I am spreading conspiracy theories. I have no factual evidence that Apple actually does that. But I think it's odd how much that happens. Quinn Cotton, Jordan Adams, Zach DeLoach, Adam Seminaris. There's the Jimmy Golowinski paper. Trevor Halver, Ethan Hankins, Reese Hines, Logan Gilbert, Isaiah Green. Isaiah Green was part of that Francisco Lindor trade, so he's actually off the Mets and onto the Indians already. But that is his first Bowman card. We've got a Jared Schuster, Shane McClanahan, Patrick Bailey. That one a quick sleeve. And, you know, sometimes, there you go, Viking. Viking, how you doing, bud? Yeah, if the funny part is I've always been on Samsung. If I Google something, obviously I'll start getting ads, which that makes sense. It's when you don't Google stuff and you go, how does it know that? It has to be listening. And it happens on her phone. It does not happen to me. There's an Emerson Hancock. He was, I believe, wasn't he 6th or 7th overall? That's for the Mariners. So the Mariners are 6th overall. So a nice one there for the Mariners. A little paper first. So there you go, James. We've got Francisco Alvarez, Xavier Edwards, and there's Asa, the top pitcher taken in the 2020 draft. And with a name like Asa, he has to be good. That was a Smucker's joke. That was an old man joke. There we go. There's the Asa. And we have an Aaron Shortridge, Clayton Beater, Ronaldo Hernandez, Hunter Barnhart. And for our Chrome refractors, we've got Ian Seymour for the Rays. So Joey Otto gets another refractor. And right after this is another Rays. So Joey Otto is basically taking in the last 2 packs, I believe he's taken all of the Chrome refractors, because this next one is a Xavier Edwards. That is also going to Joey Otto. And then we have Hunter Bishop, Jordan Walker, first round pick, 21st overall for the Cardinals. That is going to Mr. Matt M. That's who you're looking for if you've got the Cardinals spot. And you've got Shane Baz, Bryce Bonnin, the Reds. That is a first Bowman as well. Let's see. My friend and I were talking about working at a store once and we're discussing it at length in person. And somehow, advertised that the store was hiring. That may be because of where you're at. And you're in the store, so you've got your location stuff turned on. Sorry, the microphone is muted. Yes, that sounds like Samsung to me. Hunter Green, Josh Jung, and a Zach Veen, Drew Romo franchise futures for the Rockies. That's going to JR's cards. So a nice Veen there, but haven't seen the Veen. We've gotten every other Veen, but we just haven't gotten the actual base Veen, but any Veen will do. Now, we're about halfway through the box. Actually, we're not about. We are. See if there's going to be an auto in this pack. This would generally be where the auto lands, so we'll see what we get. All right, here we go. Nick Lodolo. Austin Wells, first-round pick for the Yankees. This is one that, personally, I believe Austin Wells is on the right team in the way he hits, that he could be big here in New York, especially after they trade Gary Sanchez here in a couple of years. Warner Blakely, Justin Foscue, first-round pick for the Rangers. And we've got Tristan Casas and Max Meyer for the Marlins. That is who you're after if you've got the Marlins. That is going to Matt M. So nice one there. Little Meyer action paper. Riley Green, Jeff Criswell, Marco Rea, Tanner Burns, Hans Kraus, Jordan Walker. That's the paper. So we've already got the chrome. Shane Baz, Carson Tucker for the Indians, like that card. Christian Chamberlain, Jordan Westberg, Daniel Espino, Joey Cantillo, Cody Hosey, Josh Jung paper, Sammy Infante, Kyle Isbell, Connor Phillips, and our chrome refractors. That is a nice one right there. Asa Lacy, first Bowman refractor for the Royals. So Jeff Pullins, I believe, am I wrong on this? I know we pulled his base paper. But now we have the chrome refractor. Nice one there for Jeff. Jeff, congratulations on that one. And our second one is going to be going to our Twins owner, Mr. Zach O. Trevor Larnach. It's possible Larnach gets called up in 21, especially on the Twins. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got a Sammy Infante on the Nationals. That is a first Bowman. That one going to, who had the Nats? That was Jared. Caden Polkovich. That's another first Bowman. Well, Polkovich. Got a CJ Abrams and an Emerson Hancock. Nice one there for the Mariners. So as soon as I mentioned that the Mariners were quiet, the Mariners cards that you're looking for start showing up. So nice one there for Seattle. And it does look like we have a purple, and this is probably our auto. So we have a Francisco Alvarez. Oh, it was not our auto. It was not the auto. This was just a purple, just a purple Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. This is going to Jared. This is number 200 out of 250. It is a purple parallel Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. Nice little parallel action there of Blake. So nice. I like the look of the purples. 250, a little bit of a higher number. And then our second auto is going to be Landon Knack. This is a first Bowman base chrome. Landon Knack going to the Dodgers. So this is going to Texas Breaks. He was their second round pick, 60th overall in the draft. So a little bit of a pitcher auto here. I wouldn't call him a deep prospect. Dodgers know how to develop their pitching. So Landon Knack, probably just one of those. It's a wait and see approach, but always good to get a first Bowman auto. So we get, let's put Landon over here. We got Landon. The card garden's getting kind of big. All right, so here we go. Next pack. Time to go to Oshak Hennessy's office. So let's see. The Pirates are not great. No, the Pirates, not the greatest at developing pitching. Who drafted Jared, a lanky left-hander? The Pirates would have ruined him. Okay, here we go. Cole Henry, Jay Groom, Casey Schmidt, George Kirby, Mike Ciani, Mitchell Parker, Hudson Haskin, Ryan Murphy, got another sky blue in here, Casey Martin, Ronnie Mauricio, Nico Holtsizer, and our blue is going to be a Jordan Wogu. Now, it's interesting. You know what? The blue papers are numbered. This one's numbered 307 to 499. That Liam Norris was. I said they weren't numbered. It's the chromes that aren't numbered. So this Jordan Wogu is going to the Cubs. It's going to Zach's card breaks. That one is numbered 170 out of 499. So another blue, sky blue parallel, paper parallel. And that is another first Bowman going out to Zach's card breaks, Jordan Wogu. And I am, since we have some space, going to move this over so we can make the card garden even bigger. All right, here we go. 4 are chrome refractors. A nice one for the Padres. The Robert Hassel. Chrome refractor, first Bowman. Hassel was a, let me see if I can get it. 7th? 8th overall. Robert Hassel, nice prospect there for the Padres. Our Padres owner tonight, Joatek. We get you on the board with a sweet Robert Hassel refractor. Nice one there. And our second one is going to be a Ryan Murphy for the Giants. So that is going to Zach's card breaks. And that is also a refractor, first Bowman. So we break Joey Otto's refractor streak and get a couple first Bowmans in the process. By the way, Ryan Murphy, 5th round pick in 2020. Wogo is a big boy. So let's see. For our chromes, we've got Zach Daniels for the Astros. That's also Joey Otto. We've got a Brennan Davis, a Joey Cantillo, Cody Hosey, a Nick Sweeney, and I think we have a huge card coming up. I know. This is a Nick Sweeney first Bowman for the Giants. And our next card, if you didn't see it, it was backwards, which means it is probably an image variation. And it is an Oriole. And it is definitely an image variation. And it is freaking Adley Rutschman, who was the first overall pick in 2019. So a beautiful Adley Rutschman. This one going out to Joe M. It is an image variation. It is not numbered. I thought these were numbered. But an image variation Adley Rutschman is a huge, huge pull. I believe per case, these are only like 1 or 2 a case. So that is a nice, nice card right there going to Joe M. Adley Rutschman, short print image variation. That is a nice, nice card. So congratulations, Joe. And not to be outdone on our chromes. That's why this is different. I didn't pull the papers around. We get a glimpses of greatness. Jason Dominguez going out to Teresa. So two really nice pulls back to back there. But the Adley has got to be the star of that. Got to be the star of that pack. Those image variations, I have opened a lot of boxes of this. I think that is the first one that I've opened. I thought they were all numbered to 99. 1 out of 203 packs. And keep in mind, yeah, there's 12 packs. So yeah, that is, how many are in a case? Is it 16 in a case? No, it's 12 in a case, right? So yeah, that is 12 times 12 is 144. So yeah, that's like 1 out of 2 cases. Alexander Canario, Tink Hinsey, Michael Toglia, Trent Palmer, Julio Rodriguez, Sam Weatherly. There's an Ed Howard first Bowman. So there's the paper. So yeah, that Adley, nice, nice pull right there. 1 out of 203 packs. Trevor Larnach. There's a Robert Hassel paper. So I think we got the Hassel refractor and the paper out of this pack. This was an amazing pack right here. Elliot Ramos and Kyle Nicholas. Okay, I'm going to do something here before this stack gets too tall. Let me take this stack. The cards are starting to slide around on me a little. And we will open up the next pack. We got 4 packs to go. So this box has been really nice. And we got one more auto to go. Probably should see a parallel or 2 more as well. I'm hoping that we can get one of those to 25s, because those are only in the jumbo hobby. Yeah, Austin, you ain't kidding about that. So let's see. Here we go. Quinn Priester, Corey Lee, Mark Vintos, Alika Williams, Dane Acker, Carmen Mladinsky. There's another Adley. I feel like this is our 4th Adley in this box. For 2020 draft, we're pulling nothing but 2019 fire. All right, here we go. Tyler Brown, Ryan Rollison, Justin Lang, Joe Boyle, Levi Prater, Andrew Vaughn paper. You stamp per envelope so you don't need to double up on them, so you can send out more. What are you talking about? Think it around. What are we talking about over here? Only need a stamp per envelope. Don't need to double up. Vientos, Gage Workman, Brady McConnell, Jared Jones, Bailey Horn. There we go. Ryan Jensen, Nick York, Geraldo Perdomo, Dylan Dingler, Luke Little, and there's another Torque paper. We're still looking for the chrome, but never going to shake a stick at the paper. So that is our second Spencer Torkelson paper of the box. That going to Matt. So Matt, you get your second Torkelson. And then our next card, let's see, who is this one going to? JR, aka James. How about a Zach Veen first Bowman refractor? Nice card here. This has been across the board. So far, I'm loving this box for a couple reasons. One, the hits have been kind of spread out, which is always good. But 2, the people that we're looking for keep showing up. It's been a very solid box so far. So let's do this. Let's keep rolling, and we'll go our second chrome refractor. Going to be a Jeremiah Jackson for the Angels. That's also going to Matt M. Then we've got Ronnie Mauricio, Nico Holtsizer, Jackson Miller first Bowman for the Reds. And we've got a Jackson Rutledge. Got a little bit of color sitting at the back of this pack. A Cole Henry first Bowman for the Nats. And is this going to be the auto? Is it going to be the auto? It's going to be a first Bowman blue. It is for the Diamondbacks. It is a Slade Sione. And behind that, we have a speckle refractor. Is this going to be the autograph? Or are we just going to get 2 back-to-back parallels? We are going to get 2 back-to-back parallels. So we get a speckle refractor Shane McClanahan and a Slade Sione sky blue chrome. Back-to-back. And that wasn't the autograph pack. So I'll take that. Talking about TTMs. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys, Austin, you've been on the TTM bandwagon of late, which is kind of awesome. You guys, you know, with work and everything I do for the channel, I do not have time. And there's the Shane McClanahan. Love the speckle refractors. Just beautiful looking cards. So just another solid box. Insane. It's insane how good Bowman draft is. All right, here we go. Another pack. We still have all the Bowman Sapphire to do too for this break. So we'll see what we can get out of that. But so far, this box alone has been worth the price of admission. Carson Ragsdale, Nick Bitsko, Jackson Cower, Bryce Jarvis, Jordan Balazovic. There's another Nick Gonzalez. Brian, probably the autos have been decent, but not like monster autos. However, probably the biggest pull so far is the Adley Rutschman image variation. That is a tough card to pull. So we've got that. But yeah, we've got in a ton. We did get the Glowenke gold 45 out of 50. Now, I'm not shaking a stick at that auto at all. Logan Allen II. Will Klein, Alaric Solari, Matthew Dyer, Keone Cavaco, Burl, Logan Hoffman, Slade Sione, Jaron Duran. There's a Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. That is also going to Matt. Matt landed some pretty nice teams. He got 5 spots in break 1. I think he's got 5 spots in break 2 as well. So Matt landed some pretty good spots with those buy-ins. We've got a Corbin Carroll, a Jeter Downs, a Cade Cavalli, Miguel Amaya, Chris McMahon, AJ Vukovic, Tristan Lutz, and for our refractors, and Alec Burleson, first Bowman refractor for the Cardinals. That going to Matt M. So Matt having himself a break. Paulie, what is going on, buddy? We are cracking some draft. You need to crack. Paulie, your logo, by the way, coming to you tomorrow. I saw it. I saw his final. I told him to make some edits. So we're going to get that out to you tomorrow. It is coming probably tomorrow morning. I'll get it all emailed over to you, but wanted to let you know that. And we have for the Pirates an Aaron Shortridge, and that is a refractor parallel as well. For our Chromes, we've got Jay Groom. We've got Justin Lang. That is a first Bowman for the Padres. And we have another first Bowman. That is a Joe Boyle. Joe Boyle. Joe Boyle sounds like a baseball player's name, doesn't it? Now pitching for the Cincinnati Reds, Joe Boyle. Ryan Murphy. So I think almost every one of these cards has been a first Bowman. So we'll take that. Casey Martin. And what do we have here? I think we have a, what do they call these? Applied pressure insert. So Casey Martin for the Phillies. Going to Michael. All right, and so now we have an Andy Ashby. That is an applied pressure for the Brewers. And our glimpses of greatness will be a nice little JJ Bleday action. So we'll get Ashby and JJ sleeved up. I have rolled through about 100 sleeves. About 1 in 4 cards is getting sleeved in this break. All right, 2 packs left, guys. And this pack, I believe, may have the auto in it. It'll be our last auto of this box. Our last auto of the break, because there are no autos in Sapphire. There's just Sapphire. Ultimate bum. Ultimate bum for sure. So let's see. Here we go. O'Neal Cruz, Nick Lofton, Milan Tolentino, Nick Swiney, Volpe, Caden Polkovich, Michael Bush, Tyler Soderstrom. That's the first one we've seen of Tyler tonight, so good to get Soderstrom on the board. He was the first-round pick for the A's. Case Williams, and there's Reed Detmers, first-round pick for the Angels, 10th-round pick overall. Reed's going to get a sleeve from me all day. Reed Detmers may actually, I've said this on the channel before, he's going to be in the rotation in 2021. Imagine Bauer teaching Detmers. That'd be awesome. Let's see, we've got DL Hall, Daxon Fulton, Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, Brandon Fett, Trey Cruz, Brett Beatty, Carson Baumler, Ben Hernandez, Thomas Sagasi. I say it different every time. Zach McCambly, Aaron Ashby, Liam Norris, and now for our chrome refractors, we've got a Clayton Beater, the Dodgers. First Bowman, Clayton Beater, second round pick. His auto seems to be, Clayton Beater has autos in here. I've pulled a couple of them. He seems to be one of the more common autos. Guys, 27 play. Yes. Yeah, thumbs up for sure. And we've got a Heliot Ramos. I believe that's the second one of these we've actually gotten in this box. And we get the Mets on the board for this next card. How about a Pete Crow Armstrong? First Bowman for the Mets. That's going to Captain John's card, so he's been waiting patiently. Captain John, that's the card you're looking for with the Mets. Pete Crow, that is a first Bowman Chrome. Nice one there. And we've got more on the way. Bryson Stott. Jordan Westberg, that's a first Bowman. And Daniel Espino. Tyler Brown, first Bowman. Nice one there. And we have our third auto of the box, and wouldn't you know it, this is our second Landon Knack of the box. So 2 Landon Knack autos, but this one is a refractor auto numbered 292 out of 499. So Texas Breaks lands not 1, but 2 autos of Landon Knack, and that is the refractor parallel. So we now have someone that has to start the rainbow. So Texas Breaks, get on the rainbow now, because you're already about 1/5 of the way there. And for the Pirates, we have a Nick Gonzalez, Carmen Bladinsky franchise futures. So wouldn't you know, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, or give them 2 if you're Texas Breaks, because that is 2 autos for Landon Knack and the Dodgers spot in this break. So congratulations on that one, Tex. All right. I like that. From now on, he is knick-knack, paddywhack. Okay, here we go. Last pack before we get to the Sapphire portion of break number 1. Then we'll get right into break number 2 for all of you that are waiting in break number 2. We're going to start on this last pack with the CJ Abrams. We've got a Jordan Wogu. Got cards sliding all around. I've got a Hunter Bishop. Austin Hendrick, got him again. Oswald Peraza. And there's Pete Crow in the paper. So there's a Pete Crow. And he's been a little bit quiet. The break spot has already paid off in spades. But for the Orioles, we do have a nice Heston Kjerstad. Is a paper. Still have a chance to get it in chrome. But that Adley Rutschman chrome image variation for Joe, that is what we're looking at. So there's the Heston. Paulie, thank you very much for that. Hit it. at least one's a refractor. Bowman draft auto rainbows are the hardest in the hobby, most likely. The one of ones are ridiculous. Daniel Cabrera, Hayden Cantrell, Alex Santos, Addison Coffey, Alec Thomas, Petey Halpin, another baseball name. Nice Robert Poisson. Sounds like we were on Paulie's channel last night talking about mob positions. But then we decided to call it the commission. You can't call things a mob right now. It's too soon. Freddie Zamora, but we're talking about like mob bosses and stuff like that. But Poisson sounds like he could be part of a mob. Shane Drohan and another Jason Dominguez there for Teresa. So that is our second Dominguez of the box. And I'm not kidding. We have gone through like 50 top loaders. But I still think we're going to get Zach out of here on time. Joe Ryan, Blake Rutherford, Jesse Franklin V, Travis Swaggerty, Landon Knack again. So Landon Knack all over in this box. Okay, for our chromes, we start with a Kyle Nicholas. That is a first Bowman for Miami. This is a chrome refractor. So that Miami spot been pretty nice. That is Matt M as well. And we've got Ronnie Mauricio. That is a refractor as well. And we've got a Ryan Rollison, a Mitchell Parker first. Paulie is the mob boss. Paulie has the mob boss. Hudson Haskin. Oh, Paulie. We should probably stop talking about mobs and stuff. We should talk more about the fact that Paulie is actually a DJ. I don't know if all you guys know that. And I said it earlier in the break. There he is, the Austin Hendrick. I said, would love to pull this one in a chrome. We got it for that red spot. That's going to Joey Otto. Austin Hendrick, who you're looking for. Nice one there. Congratulations on that one, Joe. And we've got Oswald Peraza, Carson Tucker, first Bowman. And one more for the Marlins to end the box of Bowman draft. A Max Meyer 20 in 20. You guys are taking all of my top loaders from me. We're going to go through 100 of them tonight. You watch. All right, so we got the Max Meyer there. That was an insane box. That was a really nice box. I do get that we had the 2 Landon Knack autos, which that does happen from time to time. You always would like to get 3 different autos, but at least one of them is a refractor. But all around, some very nice refractors in that box. Not really happy with the with what we pulled in there. Without even going into all this, I'm actually going to clear this off. I will go over all the hits after we get into the Sapphire portion of the break. We'll just go over everything all at once. But the fact that we had a card garden as big as this is pretty nuts. But we'll go over all the hits at the end. I mean, you can kind of just see them as I'm pulling them off here. It's 2 Spencers, a few Hestons in here, some very nice refractors. So we'll go over all these in just a minute. That is a box. that is craziness. Okay, and let me pull these off. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to get this cleared off. Oh, look it. Oh, look it. Well, just another one in here. Throw that one down in there somewhere. Okay. I mean, look at that card garden. Is one of the biggest card gardens I've ever built. Okay, now for the part we've all kind of been waiting for. Let's get that trout back in proper position. It's just been sitting back there, getting the osmosis of trout. So there are 32 cards in this box. This is Sapphire. Good luck, everyone. Zach, hopefully this will not take too long and you can watch this whole thing before you go. Boy, I need to get a new, for whatever reason, that did not cut the box. What is going on? What crap? This is like some thick wrapping. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so these are going to be some beautiful cards here. I'm sure you guys have seen a couple of these opened on different channels, but that's the first time I've opened them. This is the only time I'm going to be opening them probably until the next break. So 32 cards. Before I do that, I got to get some more soft sleeves because you guys literally ate me through 100+ sleeves on that last break. That is one of the better boxes that I have opened just for overall card quality. And the cards that were coming out of that break, I am really happy with how that break turned out. So congratulations to everyone that was in break 1. And we ain't done yet. Let's get to the Sapphire and see what we can pull out of here. So these boxes obviously have gone up a ton in value since they were released last week. I think the parallels are right in the middle of the pack. So I am going to pull those to the back. Is everyone nervous? Is everyone nervous? Here we go. We will start for the Cardinals. And we're going to start, in fact, we're going to go, I'm going to take these off screen. They're going to be right down here. I'll just pull them up one by one. We've got a Tink Hensey. That is a first Bowman Sapphire. On the back, the cards look very much like Bowman Draft. However, on the front, there's Sapphire. So there's our first one. Every first Bowman is obviously going to get uploaded. So we got, that's going to the Cardinals. That is going to Matt M. Then we have a Michael Toglia for the Rockies. Going to JR. For the Blue Jays, a Trent Palmer first Bowman. Yeah, we're gonna go through top. This is gonna be a fun one tonight. So there we go. We've got Trent Palmer, another first Bowman. Our next one, Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. That one going to James. Nice Julio Rodriguez there. Take that. Going to be a Rookie of the Year candidate in 21 for sure. Should be, if he plays the way he's supposed to. Another first Bowman. This one's going to the Rockies. This is Sam Weatherly. And so Sam Weatherly. Nice one there. Let's see if we can actually build a card garden big enough to fit all these cards. All right, here we go. Next one, Kristen Robinson. That's going to the Diamondbacks. That's going to Teresa. Kristen Robinson. Then we have a Tyler Freeman for the Indians. That's going to James. And sticking with the Indians, we have a Joey Cantillo. And back to the Dodgers, we have a nice Cody Hosey. Going to Texas, our Texas Breaks. Then we have a Josh Jung for the Rangers. Nice Josh Jung there. Going to JR's Cards. We've got Sammy Infante. That is a first Bowman for the Nats. So that is going to Jared. So that one gets top loaded as it is another first Bowman. They're only like, yeah, the odds on these cards are really good. I didn't show you the odds, but I believe the, what's it called? The Papadorachia, which is the 1 of 1. We actually pulled one of those in Sapphire Chrome of Tim Anderson. I believe it's like 1 out of 203 boxes, which is a long pull, but not impossible. Kyle Isbell, that's going to the Royals. So that's going to Jeff Pullins. We've got Connor Phillips for the Mariners. That is a first Bowman going to James. And I got to get more top loaders. I'm telling you, I go through top loaders. Good news is I was smart enough with the top loader scarcity. When top loaders become available, that is the one thing for a reasonable price. That is the one thing that I will buy up in mass. It is insane how, if you look at top loaders, I think like standard top loaders, if you're on BCW's site right now, I think standard top loaders aren't available until September. It's something crazy. That may be the card saver, but one of them is just forever. They've been so hard to come by. So the good news is I have a lot of them. All right, here we go. Mitchell Parker. That's for the Nats as well. Then I'm going to top load these after. I've got Carson Tucker. That is for the Indians. I like that one. First round pick for the Indians. That's going to James. So James pulling a few of these. That's good to see. We've got Christian Chamberlain, another Bowman first for the Royals. So going back to Jeff Pullins on that one. We have another first Bowman. That one is for the Orioles. That's going to Joe M. First round pick, 30th overall. Back to the Indians. We've got Daniel Espino. Get every one of these sleeved. Another first Bowman, Cole Henry. Yeah, Phil Hughes, the hype machine, paid by Topps. Topps is even paying him to autograph cards. I just wish you would autograph them with a 10.80. I'd have a lot more respect. For the Red Sox, we've got Jay Groom. For the Giants, I've got Casey Schmidt, first Bowman. I have a George Kirby for the Mariners. And for the Orioles. Boom! Heston Kjerstad. Nice hit there. That is probably, I don't know, my guess is somewhere around $100 card right now. That is a Heston Kjerstad. That is a beautiful one. That Orioles spot for Joe M was huge. Heston right there. Nice one. Congratulations on that one, Joe. That is a huge pull. I think that might be all the Indians, James. Okay, so we're going to keep going, but we do get the Heston. Let's see what else we can get out of here. We've got Daniel Lynch. That's going to the Royals. I think we pulled most of the Royals, too. I've got Daniel Cabrera, first Bowman for the Tigers. Daniel Cabrera is actually was a really good pick for the Tigers as well. I've got Hayden Cantrell for the Brew Crew. That's going to Matt. That's another first Bowman. So a lot of first Bowmans coming out of here. I've got Alex Santos, first Bowman for the Astros, going to Mr. Joey Otto. Then we've got Shea Langoliers for the Braves, going to Michael A. And we've got a Nick Garcia, first Bowman for the Pirates, going to Zach O. And then I've got a Grayson Rodriguez. Nice one there for the Orioles. And now for our two parallels, we're going to start with the Indians going to James. We get a teal parallel. This is numbered 6 out of 20. It is a Tyler Freeman, 6 out of 20. That is going to, who did we say, James? So a Tyler Freeman for the Indians. Give that one a quick top load. And then we've got one more to end break number 1. And is a nice one. No first Bowmans out of our parallels. However, we do get a Making the Sheriff Jealous, beautiful yellow parallel, number 42 out of 99. Anthony Volpe going to Teresa. So Teresa, congratulations on that one. Beautiful card there. So that will end break 1. Just a stellar break right there. Nice cards, kind of had all tossed around to all sorts of different people in the breaks. So we'll take that. That is the Anthony Volpe. Just beautiful cards. We will get the rest of these top loaded later. But some very nice pulls out of that box. Probably, I would say, even though we have the teal to 20, and Tyler Freeman, who was drafted in round 2, not a bad one, in 2020. But the Heston and the Volpe, nice cards out of that. Nice cards out of that Sapphire box. Probably the 2 nicest ones we got. But that Julio Rodriguez is nice. There's a lot of good ones we got. So, but these Holy smokes. Holy smokes. So there we go. 50 to 60 bucks on the Heston. Really, I would have assumed that went for more. So that was break number 1. We're going to get into break number 2. Before I do that, show you some of the hits real quick from break number 1, and then we'll get right into break number 2. So we're going to have to do this. This might take a second. We got a Max Meyer, Austin Hendrick first Bowman, Chrome, Kyle Nicholas first Bowman Refractor, Jason Dominguez paper. We actually got 2 of those. Heston Kjerstad paper, a Nick Gonzalez franchise futures, Pete Crow Chrome, Clayton Beater refractor, Jason Dominguez glimpses of greatness, Ryan Murphy refractor, Emerson Hancock chrome, Jordan Walker chrome, Ian Seymour refractor, Asa Lacy paper, Adley Rutschman chrome, Bobby Witt Jr. paper, Hudson Haskin refractor, Nick Gonzalez chrome, Nick Gonzalez paper, Nick York 20 and 20, Jared Schuster chrome, Nick Lofton chrome, RJ Dabovich refractor, Kyle Nicholas refractor, Patrick Bailey chrome, Casey Martin refractor, Garrett Crochet refractor, nice one there. Liam Norris sky blue paper parallel number 307 out of 499. We got a sky blue chrome parallel, first Bowman Takoa Roby. We got a Heston Kjerstad Jordan Westberg franchise future for the Orioles. Not 1, but 2 Spencer Torkelson papers. The Ed Howard first Bowman refractor. The Asa Lacy franchise futures with Nick Lofton. Jordan Wogu paper sky blue parallel numbered 170 out of 499. Robert Hassel, geez, man, the refractors were nuts in this box. Robert Hassel refractor, a Zach Veen franchise futures with Drew Romo. We did get a Blake Rutherford number 200 out of 250 purple parallel. Then we also had the Asa Lacy refractor, a Slade Sione, a sky blue first Bowman, a speckle refractor, Shane McClanahan, a Zach Veen refractor, first Bowman, Alec Burleson refractor, first Bowman. Our autos, a Jimmy Glowinski, numbered 45 out of 50 gold parallel, going to the Giants. And we did get 2 Landon Knacks. One was the refractor, number 292 out of 499. Then we also have the base auto. And finally, the Adley Rutschman image variation from draft. And then for our Sapphire, we had a ton of first Bowmans, which were in this stack, but we do have Sammy Infante, the Julio Rodriguez is nice, Tink Hinsey first Bowman, Sam Weatherly first Bowman, Trent Palmer first Bowman, our Tyler Freeman numbered 6 out of 20, teal parallel, Connor Phillips first Bowman, Heston Kjerstad first Bowman, and the Anthony Volpe numbered 42 out of 99. A fantastic, fantastic first break. Congratulations to everyone that got in, and thank you. And I think that is the first time where I've done a break where I have a stack of top loaders that is as big as the stack of non-top loaded cards. And we're going to top load some more later. So let's get in. There we go. Let's get into break number 2. But before we do that, I'm going to need to get more top loaders. Because if break 2 is anything like break 1, we're going to need more. Let's see. Let me get caught up on chat here as well. Yes, we're going right into break 2. Let me get this pulled off. And we'll start it back up from the top. Bingo. I don't know why I always want it to be my logo with Bowman Draft. It looks so good. All right, so break number 2. Let me get this all saved up and break number 1 saved down and stuff. Here's who's in break number 2. By the way, Zach, it's 10:30. I had a minute to spare. Here we go. Break number 2. We've got Uncle Rick, Brian F., Isaac Flores, and we're going to be hearing Isaac's name a lot. He's got 9 spots in this break. We've got Mr. Zach O. We've got Texas Breaks, Jared P., Matt M., Ryan V., first-time breaker with us, guys. So Ryan's going to have the first-time breaker luck. We've got Captain John, Jeff V., Joe M., Barry from Cards for Days, David T. breaking with us for a second time, Joey Otto in this break. All right, so it is Ryan's very first break as well. So if we end up hitting some good cards from Ryan, sometimes with first-time breakers, I will I will play with you a little bit if we hit a big card for you. Because I'll know it's coming. Sometimes you won't know it's coming, and sometimes I hype it up and make the suspense unbearable. so bear with me. We promise we'll get you through it, and I hope you have some good luck in the break, bud. All right, so here we go. We're going to roll the dice. First roll is going to be for our teams, and we're rolling low numbers. It worked in the first break, so maybe it'll work in the second break as well. We rolled a 2, so we will get to that right now. And we will pull up random here again. Get to the list randomizer. Here's all the teams. All right. Here we go. Only twice. So 1 and 2. So I've got the Red Sox on the top. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do. That happened to me the other night and it screwed me up. And the Blue Jays on the bottom. Yeah. So there's our teams. Drop that in there. Bring it back over to the desktop. Roll again to figure out how many times we're going to randomize our participants, and we will randomize them 4 times. So bring it back over here, and we will come back up, get a new list going. So here's everyone in the break. Isaac's name, like I said, going to be coming up a lot. 9 spots in the break. So here we go. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got Texas Breaks on the top, Matt M on the bottom. Matt's also in for 5 spots on this break. So Matt, who had a nice break last break, we'll see if we can continue that going. See if we can get him a couple different teams. I bet you he'd be okay with getting the same teams again. So let's see. Let's hide this so you guys can see it. We will alphabetize it. I will get chat pulled up, and we're going to open it up for trades. Ryan, since this is your first break ever, if you got a team that you do not like, you can try and trade it away. You can trade. You got to hit up the other person. If the trade is accepted, I just need you guys to write confirmed and who the 2 teams are, and we will make that trade for you. Brian, you ended up with the Mariners. Not a bad spot. You're going to be looking for Emerson Hancock in this break. He was the 6th overall pick in the draft. So that's who you're chasing. If you don't like that spot, you can try and trade out to get any team you would like. People can tell you no, but if you don't like that spot, it's always worth trying to trade. So here we go. We've got the Angels going to David T. The Astros going to Ron. Oh, you also have the Astros. The A's are going to Isaac. Blue Jays going to Matt, Braves going to Jeff V, Brewers going to Zach O, Cardinals and Cubs go to Isaac, Diamondbacks to Jeff V, Dodgers going to Joey Otto. We've got the Giants and Indians going to Matt. We've got the Mariners to Ryan V, Marlins to Isaac, Mets to Jared P, the Nats to Isaac, the Orioles going to Cards for Days, Padres going to Zach O, Phillies and Pirates going to Isaac, Rangers and Rays going to Matt M. We've got the, Red Sox going to Texas Breaks, the Reds going to Brian. We've got the Rockies going to Isaac, Royals going to Jared P. Tigers going to Uncle Rick. He's got 1 spot and lands the Tigers. Twins going to Isaac, White Sox going to Captain John's Cards, and the Yankees going to Joe M. So let's see what we got here. Let me get caught up on chat. It looks like let's see, Reds for Royals. So Jared says Reds for Royals to Brian. So the Reds are available. Looking for that would be the Austin Hendrick and the Asa Lacy trade. So out of the drinking game, never. So let's see. Now, is Isaac here? Isaac has got to be. Brad, what's going on, bud? Nice to see you in here. Brad, I'm curious who you're collecting out of Bowman Draft 2020. Okay, so we've got the Royals for Reds. That's a confirmed trade. All right, so let's do that one here real quick. So Brian, I got something on my screen. Like I'm in front of the screen all the time. Reds, Brian's traded out of that, going into that Royal spot. Jared pulling out of the Royal spot and taking the Red spot. Got a quick save. Let's see. David Thompson wondering if anyone would like the Halos. Looking for Reed Detmers in the Halos. 10th overall pick. Probably will be the first pitcher out of the 2020 draft in the majors. And you've got a couple deeper prospects on the Angels. The Angels had a pretty good draft. So, but Reed Detmers is the guy you're looking for the Halos. Joe, Mr. Joey Otto, listening to offers for the Dodgers. So if we got Dodgers fans in the house, you can grab your Dodgers off of Joe. The Dodgers were a great spot in the last break. And just so you guys know, these boxes would have come from different cases. One of these boxes was ordered from Topps, and one of these boxes was ordered from my original order way back months ago. So these boxes are definitely from different cases, just in case you guys are wondering about that. So it's possible we could actually hit all the same autos. Probably not going to happen, but stranger things have happened. David is keeping the Angels. All right. Burrell Carway is projected to make it before anyone. Yeah, but I am. But maybe. Yeah, but so Burrell. Yeah, I'm tired. But is Burrell a starter? Is he projecting as a starter? And can't forget Crochet now. Yeah, I mean, I guess Crochet. But the Angels might. I'm telling you, the Angels might start Detmers out of spring training. If they don't get more pitching, they're going to have to. Because he's better than every pitcher they got. He's better than most of the pitchers they got on the big league club right now. It's sad. It's so sad. All right, that's unfortunate for me. There's no PC player in 2020 draft. Brad, we're going to find one for you. Hop on Austin's bandwagon and get Burrell. There is no Ducks. There is no Buckeyes. Yeah, right when right when the Royals decide we're going to do great in the draft. I hear you on that, Brad. But yeah, when you did, as a reliever, I'm talking about a guy that's going to pitch 150 innings right out of the gate. But you are right. Crochet was there. I actually forgot about that. Boy, they should not have brought him up last year. But hey, that's why you draft guys, right? So they got to learn sometime. Oh, we're pulling a dingler. We've already pulled a couple dinglers, Barry. Uncle Rick, all 5 of my... Oh, listen to that. Uncle Rick, all 5 of his teams. Now, these are the teams. That is intriguing. There is the Blue Jays, the Giants, The Indians, the Rangers, and the Rays. I am getting a couple boxes of Inception. Inception, I like Inception. I don't like its price right now. That's the problem with Inception. When I first started collecting it, Inception was like $50 a box. I was on Blowout yesterday, and all their prices went up again on baseball cards. So if you were looking last week, all the prices have jumped considerably this week. I was on there yesterday. I think they want $120 for Inception. And you go, it's 7 cards, and yes, you do get a couple parallels and you get a couple autos, and I get that. But it's. I want to love Inception, and then I also want to say that is. Inception is like one of those products where you go, if I'm going to spend that much, I'm going to save my money and go buy like Museum or what's the other one? Like Triple Threads. I feel like Inception in that $125 a box for a couple autos. I mean, I guess that's not bad, but for $125, I almost would say I'd rather just have a flagship box because I think those cards actually are going to hold value longer term. And the fact that Inception isn't a higher end product, it falls in that no man's land right now where you go, if that box is under $100, it's kind of worth it. But over 100, it feels overpriced to me for what it is. Because you start getting into that territory of like gold label kinda. But you get into that territory of premium cards, and you go, there's better cards. There's better sets than that. I'm going to say trade's going once. Let's see. Dodgers for Cubs. Joe O. Is Isaac here? Isaac should be here. I bet you Isaac is lurking. He bought 9 spots in this. Yeah. And Gold Label, like if I had to choose between Inception and Gold Label, Gold Label, you don't get as many autos and there's not as many parallels. They break that into like the class 1, class 2, class 3 stuff. But those autographs on the gold frame, I like those probably better than the Inception autographs. But Inception, I mean, it's got its place. Inception very much feels like the Color Blast Panini products. I almost feel like if they made like Inception like an ultra rare insert in some other sets, that would actually make Inception so sought after compared to what they do right now. That might be a smarter way to do it. But Topps has got, as I've looked into it, I think Topps's thing is let's get 1 set a week out, and in the season get 2 sets a week out. They've paid a ton of attention to their online stuff. And they've really made their online stuff kind of the most sought after stuff. And even though some of it's hard to get, it's actually easier to get than some of retail. So I get what they're doing from a business model, but I do feel like some of these sets they could maybe mix into other sets and have it feel almost a little bit more Panini-ish, where it's like, hey, you're not supposed to get an Inception card in a flagship set, but you did. And if you get one, it's like, 1 in every 3 cases or something, like an ultra rare pull. And it would just be, and then it would incentivize people to buy more of the other stuff, but they've got to break it out so that way they can make that money the whole time. Zuber. So Zuber is going to be in there too. You had mentioned that you saw on his Instagram that I think he was signing them, right? You don't want a Rowdy Tellez gold frame. Yes, you do. You need one in your life. All right, I'm going to say trade's going twice. So Isaac isn't here, so I think we're going to say trade's closed. Well, because I thought Isaac might be lurking, but I don't know if he is. So let's get rolling. Let's break. Let's do it. Ryan is waiting. Okay, so everyone in break 2, 1, thank you for getting into the break. Very much appreciated. Hopefully we can get some cards as good as the last break. And we'll see what we can get out of Bowman Draft. We'll put it back here with the Mike Trout auto again and see if we can get some osmosis luck there. And let me get chat pulled back up. they can sign stickers for Gallery. The funny part is, I actually like Gallery more because it's one of the more fun sets to just look at and judge, like the artists that are actually doing the artwork. Because some of the artwork this year, it was like, man, did these guys phone some of this stuff in. So it actually makes it kind of fun. In Gallery, I like that it's a retail only product. That's the one thing that I think there actually could be more of, is some differentiation on, hey, since everyone wants retail, it's like, can we make just some more retail only options? And I like Gallery for that it's only available in retail and it's not hobby and retail. Because I feel like the fact that hobby is available and then it's also available in retail, I get why you got to do that for the flagship sets, but it almost does seem like just separate the two a little bit more instead of trying to do it in both. And then the demand might actually kind of pace the supply a little bit better. But I don't know. Those people are smarter than me about it. But if I ruled the hobby world, that's what I would do. I would take half of those sets I would take some of the sets, like Bowman Draft. The reason why I think it's such a good set is because it's hobby only. But then they take Bowman Baseball, they make that like a, hobby and retail, and you go, just keep Bowman Baseball hobby, create another Bowman line that is retail. Even if it's Bowman Chrome, just take Bowman Chrome and make it all retail, not available in hobby. But like I said, these people know a lot more than me about it. So what do I know? Okay, here we go. Yeah, in Chrome update, where has that been? Don't be surprised when you see it like next week, because Holiday released really late too. Holiday, I think, normally releases in like October, doesn't it? And that just came out. All right, so here we go. Break number 2, pack number 1. Away we go. Now, right after I pull some cards around. How about we start the break with an Ace of Lacy for the Royals? That is a nice way to start it. That going to Brian. Traded into that spot in an immediate payoff. Asa. Is it going to be an Asa box? Here we go. Aaron Shortridge. Mr. Clayton Beater. Ronaldo Hernandez. Hunter Barnhart. Cantillo. Zach DeLoach. By the way, just saying it, pretty sure that is Ryan V's first card ever in a break, and it is a first Bowman paper, Zach DeLoach. So there you go, Zach. So there you go, Ryan. Remembered that one. Adam Sevenaris. Jimmy Glowinky. Ladolo. Austin Wells. Paper, first Bowman. First round pick for the Yanks. That's going to Joe. We got Hunter Green. Holden Powell. Adley Rutschman carrying over from break number 1. Adley showing up all over tonight. Not a bad card to have show up a lot. Tyler Brown. Ryan Rollison. Justin Lang. Spencer Strider. Jared Schuster. Shane McClanahan. Patrick Bailey. That's going to the Giants. That's going to Matt. Patrick Bailey, a nice little high round draft pick. Or what was it? 13th overall, I believe. Groshans. And there's Emerson Hancock. Nice one there. 6th overall pick. Hopefully we can get it for you in Chrome. But Ryan, nice way to kind of start it off. Your first top-loaded card. And now we get into our Chrome refractors. We've got a Brandon Fett. First Bowman for the Diamondbacks. That's going to Jeff V. So a first Bowman refractor Fat. I'm sure that's not how he really says it. It's probably like Fadad or something, but we're calling him Fat. I've got Trey Cruz. First Bowman refractor for the Tigers. That is going to Uncle Rick. Hopefully we can find Rick some Torkelsons for landing that Tiger spot. So nice one there. Then we get into our Chrome. So here we go. Grayson Rodriguez. Xavier Warren. That is a first Bowman for the Brewers. Who's got the Brewers in this break? That is Mr. Zach O. Our next one is going to be an RJ Dabovich. The Giants, going to Matt. And we have Garrett Crochet for the White Sox, going to Captain John. So a nice Garrett Crochet. That is a chrome first Bowman. Ratchet. Start the card garden. We'll start it from right to left this time. All right, so here we go. We have a Brennan Davis. And what is this thing? Right off the bat, this one going to the Brewers. This one going to Zach O. This is a class of 2020 auto. This is a Garrett Mitchell. These you don't see in every box, that is for sure. This one numbered 184 out of 250. Auto out of the first pack. Going to Zach. Zach, congratulations on that one, buddy. This is a nice one, too. These are pretty sweet looking cards. This is the first one of the class 2020 autos I have pulled. So a nice class of 2020 autograph. It is a refractor. It is numbered 184 out of 250. Nice one. Plus a very nice auto by Garrett Mitchell. Nice and big. It's readable. Fills up the space. Zach, that is a sweet one. So Zach gets on the board quick. And let's see, is the beginner's luck happening? We have another card for Ryan, and this is the Emerson Hancock Franchise Futures with Zach DeLoach as well. So another nice one for Ryan. And that is pack number 1 only. So a nice little pack to start out break 2, but especially with that Garrett Mitchell. That is a nice looking auto right there. It's a nice card. It's a good one to just have right in the middle of the card garden. We're going to pull that one up. We're going to stack behind that thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Pack number 2, Cody Hosey, Josh Jones, Sammy Infante, Kyle Isbell, Connor Phillips, Mitchell Parker, Warner Blakely, Justin Foscue paper for the Rangers. That's going to Mr. Matt M. Tristan Casas. And there's Max Meyer for the Marlins. Nice one there. Who's got the Marlins in this break? Well, that would be Mr. Isaac Flores. We are going to start calling Isaac's name a lot, would be my guess. But a nice Max Meyer to get Isaac going. Yeah, that Mitchell is... There's a reason why I'm putting it right in the middle. Thing is sweet. Yeah, that is a cool card. You don't see those in everyone. I don't think it's a case hit. I think but you don't see them in every box. I know that. Plus it's out of 250. So Alexander Canario, Joe Boyle, Logan Allen II, Will Klein, Alaric Solari, Matthew Dyer, Keone Cavaco, Francisco Alvarez, Jordan Walker for the Cardinals. That's going to Isaac as well. And we've got Shane Baz, Carson Tucker for the Indians. That's going to Matt. Christian Chamberlain, Jordan Westberg, and our Chrome Refractors. We're going to have a Justin Lang. And that is a first Bowman refractor for the Padres. It's going to Zach O as well. So Zach pulls a Lang first Bowman. Lang was a first-round pick in the supplemental, 34th overall. So Justin Lang, nice little pull there. And we also have a Joe Boyle first Bowman for the Reds, and that is going to Jared. So Joe Boyle refractor first Bowman for the Reds. As we pull these refractors, obviously that's what we're looking for, is the first Bowman cards. So a nice one there. If we get even half as many good refractors as we got in that first box, we're going to be doing well. Okay, here we go. Bryce Bonnin, Xavier Edwards, and there he is in Chrome. 2 packs, 2 Asa Lacy's. So first Bowman Chrome, Asa Lacey. Going to Brian. Quit torturing me. What do you mean? I don't torture people. I don't torture people. Not at all. I don't torture people. It's just a really nice auto. That's not torture. All right, maybe that was a little bit of torture. All right, so here we go. Like I said, we're going to go left to right on this one. We'll see if I can. Last time I kind of was running out of room. So we got Asa, a Chrome. Let's keep going on this. I was having fun with Austin there. Here we go. Shea Langoliers. Nick Garcia, first Bowman for the Pirates. Going to Mr. Isaac. And we've got Ian Bedell, first Bowman. And a 20/20 Max Meyer. Nice one there. For the Marlins, that is also going to Isaac. So a couple Myers for Isaac right off the bat. Brad, one card away from 150 different parallels of Matt Mercer, not counting the TTM, is different, right? Yeah, if I'm. Hey, Michael, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining in. Brad's Mercer collection is a thing of stinking beauty. A lot of different Bowman cards in there. Just a very nice. When you see all the different color parallels and you just see them all laid out, it's just a sight to behold. Most people don't collect that way, but he has, and it's cool, man. Ryan Murphy, Casey Martin, Ronnie Marusio, Nico Holtsizer, Owen Miller, Tink Hensey, Michael Toglia, Trent Palmer, Julio Rodriguez. What's funny is this collation right here was almost the exact collation we had in that Bowman Sapphire box in break one. I think the last 7 cards were. In fact, Sam Weatherly was in there. I think Michael Bush was not. It's a nice one for the A's. Tyler Soderstrom. That's going to Isaac as well. Soderstrom is one of my picks to be kind of in the top of this draft class when it's all said and done. So keep an eye on him. We've got Case Williams. There's Reed Detmers for the Angels. That's going to David. So we get a Detmers early in the break for David. David's in his second break with us. There you go. There's a little bit of Reed. And we've got the DL Hall, the Daniel Espino, Cole Henry, Jay Groom, Casey Schmidt, George Kirby, Mike Ciani, and a sky blue paper parallel. It is going to be a first Bowman, and it is for the Phillies. It is a Carson Ragsdale. Our Phillies owner tonight, well, that would be Isaac. Isaac owns 1 out of 3 teams, so we're going to hear Isaac's name a lot. But we've got the Carson Ragsdale. So a nice one there. This one is numbered 203. Come on, now. Do this. There we go. Number 203 out of 499. First Bowman paper for Carson Ragsdale. He was a 4th round pick, 116th overall for the Phillies. Now we get into our refractors, and we're going to have a Mitchell Parker chrome refractor for the Nats. Nats going to Isaac as well. Nice Mitchell Parker first Bowman. And we also have for the Orioles going to Barry from Cards for Days, who landed that Orioles spot. So he's looking for Heston, but this is going to be a Hudson Haskin. That is a first Bowman as well. That is a refractor. A nice one there. 39th pick overall. Now we get into our chromes, and we've got a Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. Now remember, trying to trade out of that, but that is a first round pick, Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. We've got a J.J. Bleday, JJ will get a sleeve. Big time prospect for the Marlins. Got Zach Daniels, first Bowman. Got a couple first Bowman, so we'll stop just picking up the cards. Just do them from here. So Zach Daniels. We've also got an RJ Dabovich. RJ Dabovich. Doesn't that sound like a college football coach name? That's RJ. That's RJ Dabovich right there. And then another one, Garrett Crochet, our second Chrome Garrett Crochet for Captain John, and we're only three packs in. So Garrett Crochet, nice one there. Congratulations on that one, Captain. And we also have a sky blue parallel. That is going to be a first Bowman for the Reds. That is going to Jared. Now, the sky blues and the chrome, like I mentioned in the first break, not numbered. But, oh, sweet looking cards nonetheless. So there's a Joe Boyle parallel. Whoop. And you know what? Look at, so we're well on our way with the Joe Boyle. So we have the sky blue and the refractor. So we're building rainbows here on 1 Cent Sports Cards tonight. So there's the Joe Boyle. And then our next one, how about another Asa Lacy? And this is the Glimpses of Greatness. So another Asa Lacy. I think that's our third one already. So a nice one there for Brian. And didn't pull it back right, but we do have another Hudson Haskin for that to end that pack. All right, so here we go. David Thompson. Now, yes, I will do my best to pull the auto. Auto's a little, not impossible to come by. You just never know. You never know. All right, so here we go. I think we're good there. How about right on top? We're going to start with the Zach Veen. The nice one for the Rockies. Going to Isaac. Mr. Veen. And there we go. All right, then we've got a Ryan Jensen. Nick York. Geraldo Perdomo. There's a dingler. I cannot wait to a dinger from Dingler. Now, you know they're going to say that as soon as he starts hitting home runs. Luke Little, Kristen Robinson, Tyler Freeman, Quinn Priester, Corey Lee, Mark Vientos, and Heston Kjerstad. There you go, Barry. Heston Kjerstad paper. Now we'll get you the chrome, hopefully. Then we'll get you the sapphire, hopefully. That'd be dope. So there we go. Heston first Bowman paper. We got Daniel Lynch, Daniel Cabrera, Hayden Cantrell, Alex Santos, Shea Langoliers, Gerard Encarnacion, David Calabrese, Nolan Gorman, Levi Prater, Andrew Vaughn. Nice one for the White Sox. So that White Sox spot paying some dividends for Captain John. And we've got Gage Workman. And now to our chrome refractors. We've got a Case Williams for the Rockies. So that's our first refractor. That is a first Bowman. Going to Isaac. Nice one there. And for the Angels, almost traded out of it. I said Reed Detmers, and now we have a Reed Detmers chrome refractor first Bowman. Very nice card right there. Probably, if you're gonna get the Angel spot, that is one of the cards that is who you're looking for, and to get it as a refractor, that is how you want it. So hold on as I open up more top loaders. I'm going to need to open more than that too. So the Reed Detmers, nice one there for you, David. Congratulations on that one. Detmers is going in the card garden for sure. Card garden. All right, here we go. Now to our Chrome, our Chrome. Hayden Cantrell, first Bowman. First Bowman. Let's see how many we get in this pack. There's one. We've got the Alex Santos, first Bowman. 2. Then we have Luis Gil, Drew Romo, first Bowman. So that's 3. Wait, hold on, Ryan. What did you say here? Alex Santos was the Astros' top pick. Yep. And then we have, that's 3. Then we have a Jeremiah Jackson. And 4 would be Alec Burleson going to the Cardinals. That's going to Isaac. Nice. Another first Bowman Chrome. And a franchise future, Spencer Torkelson, Dylan Dingler. Going to the Tigers. Torkelson time. Going to Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick, congratulations on that one. You get Dingler and Torkelson. So, that's a nice looking card. I like that one. So let's get Spencer back there. And let's see. We're 1/3 of the way through the box. So we go to stack 2. And flip these around, see if we got another auto in here. The autos were showing up 3rd down in the stack last time. They were showing up on the top. Came out of the first pack, so we'll see if that continues. Cade Cavalli, Miguel Amaya, Chris McMahon, AJ Vukovic, Tristan Letts, Baumler, Nick Lofton, Tolentino, Swinney, Volpe, Caden Polkovich, Trevor Hauver, Ethan Hankins, Reese Hines, Logan Gilbert, Isaiah Green, Riley Green, Bailey Horn, Burrell, Logan Hoffman, Slade Sione, Jaron Duran, a Garrett Mitchell. That's a nice one at the end of the paper stack. That's going to the Brewers. That's going to Zach. So we got the paper. We've got his auto. And we've got more Chrome refractors. This one is going to be a Brett Beatty for the Mets. Our Mets owner, Jared. So a nice little Brett Beatty right there. And we've got a first Bowman Addison Coffee for the White Sox as well. So that's going to Captain John. If you guys have not checked out Captain John and his channel, please do so. Hey, Jeff, what's going on, bud? Mike, thank you for joining in and watching for a little bit. Always appreciate people coming in and hanging out. So I hope you have a good evening. Don't get into too much trouble. Ronaldo Hernandez, Hunter Barnhart, first Bowman. Going to the Rays. Going to Matt. Then we've got Ryan Rollison, Justin Lang for the Padres. And we do have a blue parallel coming up. Is it going to be the auto? Is it not going to be the auto? Let's see. We've got a Joey Cantillo for the Indians, the back card. Oh, look at who keeps showing up on the both breaks tonight. Adley has been all over the place. So Barry pulls a glimpses of greatness, Adley Rutschman. So Barry, nice little pull there. And then we've got our blue parallel coming up. And that is going to be, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be autoed? It is a blue. It is a first Bowman. It is for the Cardinals. It is autoed. And it is Ian Bedell, first Bowman, numbered 142 out of 150. And that is going to Isaac. So Isaac gets the Ian Bedell. And that will be our second auto of the box. A round 4 pick for the Cardinals. So we get the Ian Bedell. That is our second auto. Always good to get the parallels. So we got Garrett Mitchell, and Ian Bladell is our first 2 autos in the box. And the autos are showing up on the top packs, which is much different than they were in that last box where they were showing up in the 3rd packs down. So let's see. See what else we can get into in this box. One more auto to go. I feel like we do have a few parallels we're going to be getting into as well. Ben Hernandez, Thomas Agassi, Zach McCambley, Aaron Ashby. Let's see. Batty hit 602. Yeah. Liam Norris. There's a Dominguez for the Yankees. That's going to Joe M. The little Dominguez paper there. Dominguez still getting top loaders. But the crazy part is by 2021, in 2021 Bowman, Dominguez will still be in there. And it's almost like how hot he was earlier this year. It's almost as if just as fast as he showed up, his Bowman cards are going to be just prospect cards. But for now, that's his 2nd Bowman ever. CJ Abrams, Wogu, Hunter Bishop. There's Austin Hendrick for the Reds. That's our first Austin Hendrick. Hopefully we can get that one, just like in the last break, get it in a chrome or even a chrome refractor. Parallel, something like that. That'd be sweet. We've got Oswald Peraza, Jeff Criswell, Marco Rea, Tanner Burns, Hans Kraus. There's Ed Howard. Nice one. Now, what I find interesting is Ed Howard's cards. This is going to the Cubs, by the way. This is going to Isaac. Ed Howard is all speculation. I think he's a good player. I still don't think, like when you look at shortstops, I still don't think he deserves to be going up as much as he is. I like him overall, but I cannot believe how popular he is in the hobby right now. Corbin Carroll, Daxton Fulton, Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, Brandon Pfaadt, Trey Cruz, and a sky blue paper parallel of Luke Little for the Cubs. This is going to be numbered 62 out of 499. Speaking of the Cubs, that's going to Isaac. Oh, you got it. You got it, John. And we've got a blue parallel, sky blue parallel, paper of Luke Little. That is also a first Bowman. Take that one. And we've got our chromes coming up. We've got a Logan Allen for the Indians. Going to Matt. Matt's got 5 spots in the break. Matt, congrats on the Logan Allen. And we also have a Will Klein going to the Royals. That's going to Brian. And that is a first Bowman refractor as well. We'll get that one top loaded. Basically, any parallel that says first Bowman, that's going to get top loaded. Cody Hosey, Ethan Hankins, Maurice Hines, Aaron Shortridge, Clayton Beater, and look at who showed up again. Dude, this Orioles spot has been hot all night. Another Adley Rutschman, this one in chrome fashion. So a nice chrome Adley Rutschman here. That one going to Barry as I throw more top loaders everywhere. So nice Adley there, another chrome. We had the image variation, and sticking with the Orioles, a Heston Kjerstad, Jordan Westberg, franchise futures. Nice one there. So both our franchise futures, we got Spencer Torkelson on the first one. Then we got Heston on this one. So we'll take those. Take those all day. We'll get that one back there, a little Heston style. And then we're halfway through the break, so I'm going to pull these cards off just so we can keep room and keep everything looking decent. I need to clean the card lab up. You guys saw where I put cards off screen for sorting. My stacks of my personal stuff are invading the breaker space a little bit right now. No big deal. But I definitely need to clean up before Series 1 comes out. That has to happen. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to be unorganized all 2021 season, and I don't want to be that way. All right, here we go. Let's see. Got great personality. He does, and he is a Chicago boy, so they're going to love him there. 4 years, probably about right. I don't know. These years, maybe 3. Because they bring him up so fast now. Joe Ryan, Blake Rutherford. The only reason they don't bring him up is if it contractually works in the franchise's favor. Franklin the Fifth, Swaggerty, Landon Knack, Luis Gill, Pete Crow Armstrong for the Mets. Pete Crow. Isn't it Pete? By the way, Pete Crow Armstrong's parents were like actors. I think his mom played in the movie Little Big League. I had no idea, but Pete Crow Armstrong was raised around a bunch of actors, and mom was actually in Little Big League. Bryson Stott, Jackson Miller, Jackson Rutledge, Jimenez, Larnick, Robert Hassel for the Padres. Sweet one there. We've got Ramos, Kyle Nicolas, JJ Goss, Ian Seymour, Brett Beatty, Coffey, Alec Thomas, Petey Halpin, and Robert Poisson for the A's. Poisson still. This is the guy that when he does reach the bigs, it's going to be good to have his cards. Let's see, we do have a green parallel hanging out back there. So we've got something to 99. Freddie Zamora. Now for our chrome parallels, we've got Ryan Murphy going to the Giants. Another first Bowman parallel. I would like to see some of these first Bowman refractors be some of the bigger names, but I'll take any of them. Ryan Murphy for the Giants. That's going out to Matt M. It isn't right to bring him up fast, and you're totally right about that. And we've got Casey Martin on the Phillies. That's going to Isaac. So Casey Martin, 3rd round pick for Isaac. That's another refractor. So here we go now with our chromes. We've got Tyler Brown, Ronaldo Hernandez. Oh, wait, Tyler Brown's a first Bowman, so let's get that sleeved up. There we go. Ronaldo Hernandez, Hunter Barnhart, first Bowman, and another one for the Royals coming up. That one was for the Rays, our Rays owner Matt M. But for the Royals, how about a nice little Bobby Witt Jr. chrome? Good one there for Brian. Little Big League. I was like little when Little Big League came out. Trevor Hauver, first Bowman. Then we have our reveal card, which will be Xavier Edwards for the green, which is going to the Phillies, and that is a Carson Ragsdale, numbered 79 out of 99. Let's see if I can get that on camera a little bit better. This is kind of a hard one to get. Beautiful card, though. Carson Ragsdale, very Christmassy themed with the Phillies red and the green. So it's 79 out of 99. Going to the Phillies. That's going to Isaac. Nice little first Bowman parallel unautoed there for Carson Ragsdale, who was a 4th round pick as well for the Phillies. So a nice one going into the card garden for Isaac. And we continue on. Jay, what's going on? Shalani lurking. 10 over the magic number. It was 80 over the magic number. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I got to pull these around. Let's pull them around. Let's pull those around. All right. Pull the truck out the front. Drew Romo, Ian Bedell, Bobby Miller, RJ Dabovich. Another crochet paper. So we're doing some crocheting tonight here for Captain John. Xavier Edwards. Marco Luciano. Takoa Roby. Liberatore. Quinn Cotton. Jordan Adams. Jeremiah Jackson. Alec Burleson. Blade. Daniels. Brennan Davis. Bonin. Shane Drohan. I don't know why I said it like Drohan. Owen Casey. Jack Blomgren. Evan Carter. Evan Carter, a tiny looking kid. Zach Britton. CJ Van Eek. And we have a first Bowman Chrome. Orioles going to DL Hall. That is going to Cards for Days, which is a nice one. However, I got to get more card sleeves out. I've gone through 200 sleeves in this break alone. That's got to be some sort of a record. All right, but Barry, hey Barry, 1 cent paging Barry to the front. Barry, that right there is a Heston Kjerstad first Bowman Chrome refractor. That's a beaut. That is a nice one, Barry. Congratulations on that one. Paper crochet. I didn't even realize that you could say such awesome things. But that is a Heston Kjerstad. That is a first Bowman Chrome refractor going to Barry. Congratulations on that one. The Orioles spots in both these breaks have been nothing short of spectacular. I did say that earlier, didn't I? Nothing short of spectacular. So that Orioles spot, telling you, that is key. And I guess you might say it with how bad the Orioles have been the last few years at the big league level. But yes, in draft, they are fantastic the last 2 years. We've got Asa Lacy. We've got a Chrome Asa Lacy. This is our second Chrome Asa Lacy in the break. So that's going to Brian. So Brian gets his second Asa. And so we'll put that one back with his other one. Mike Trout's big giant bobblehead's getting in the way of us doing that. Let's see who else we got here. We've got Hunter Green, Holden Powell for the Nats, first Bowman. We've got Aaron Shortridge, Clayton Beater, and Austin's going to like this next card. This is the first time I've seen this one. I've not seen this card yet in person. But there's the Burl Caraway Applied Pressure. That's going to the Cubs, so that's going to Isaac. So a nice one there. Burl Caraway for the Cubbies. And finally, an Emerson Hancock, Glimpses of Greatness. Nice one there for Ryan. Ryan, congratulations on the Glimpses of Greatness. Hancock is showing up for you in this break for sure. So congrats on that. Little Glimpses of Greatness for you. Origami crochet. Yeah, 23, 24. No, Austin, I talk too much. I'm the only one that's actually talking. You're just typing. All right, so here we go. We are on our third stack. Now, our autos have all been on the top, so we'll see if that continues. This could be our auto pack right here. Let's see. We've got Clayton Beater, Ronaldo Hernandez, Hunter Barnhart, Cantillo, Posey, Jung, Tinkinsey, Toglia, Palmer, Julio down by the schoolyard Rodriguez, Sam Weatherly, Ryan Rollison, Justin Lang, Joe Boyle, Logan Allen, the second, Will Klein, Alaric Solari, Shane McClanahan, Patrick Bailey, Groshans. Emerson Hancock again, first Bowman paper. So Hancock showing up quite a bit in this break. For Ryan, we've got Francisco Alvarez, Jordan Walker, and our Chromie Chromes. First one is going to be Daniel Lynch for the Royals. That's going to Brian. That's a refractor. And then we also have, for the Tigers, going to Uncle Rick, a Daniel Cabrera. Obviously overshadowed by Torkelson, but all of the pundits feel that Daniel Cabrera was a steal where they got him in the draft. I believe it was a second round, 62nd overall, but that's when they all said, boy, the Tigers have had a really special draft. So a nice Daniel Cabrera there. For Uncle Rick, it is better than it being empty. What you see, and when I'm in chats, when I'm in other people's streams, I always feel like I'm clogging up the chat too, because I just type a lot. So don't worry about it. There's a Matthew Dyer Bowman first, going for the Mets. We've got a Keone Cavaco, Mitchell Parker. We'll do that one again. Looks like we got a couple first Bowmans coming up. So that's going to the Nats. That's going to Isaac. Then we have Hudson Haskin, first Bowman. A Marco Correa, first Bowman for the Twins. That's going to Isaac as well. And a Justin Lang, first Bowman Speckle Refractor, going to San Diego. So that's going to be our Padres spot. So that is going to Zach. So that is a beautiful one there. So Zach, congratulations on that. And we've got our third auto of the box coming up. So that one's going to our Padres. That's a sweet looking card right there. I don't know why I can't take my eyes off the Justin Lang. But we do have a very nice auto coming up as well. So let's get to that one. First of all, who's got him? Well, it is Mr. Isaac. He's got 9 spots in the break. But Isaac pulls down a Carson Ragsdale black parallel. And it is numbered 32 out of 75. So just like, now here's what's interesting. We have 2 parallels of Carson Ragsdale in the box. One of them autoed, numbered 32 out of 75, which is this one. And then the other one was the green to 99. So that Phillies spot, I can just count numbers and that's much more. the Phillies spot paid off nice. So 2 Carson Ragsdales. I think we have a third one too, if I'm not mistaken. I think we might have the refractor of this. So Carson Ragsdale, the star of this box, for the Phillies. All right, next pack. Got a ton of cards. Another big card garden. Still got 3 packs to go. Then we got Sapphire. See what we can pull out of Sapphire. Okay, here we go. Sammy Infante, Isbell, Connor Phillips, Mitchell Parker, Hudson Haskin, Ryan Murphy, Robinson, Tyler Freeman, Quinn Priester. I'm interested to see how the 2021 ML they're going to. Yeah, it's going to be hard to really judge. Corey Lee. I mean, they're going to get. Everything is going to be judged off 2 months. That's what's weird. Mark Vientos, Matthew Dyer, Cavaco, Michael Bush, Soderstrom, Case Williams, Shane Baz, Carson Tucker, Chamberlain, Westberg, Espino, Cole Henry, and a purple paper parallel coming up. It is Mason Wynn, numbered 4 out of 250 for the Cardinals. That one going to Isaac as well. Isaac gets in that Cardinal spot with one of those 9 spots, gets himself a little Carson Wynn action, or Mason Wynn, I mean. Numbered 4 out of 250, purple parallel. So we get another parallel going here. And now we get into our chrome refractors. We have a Keone Kabako. That's going to the Twins. Also going to Isaac. And we have, for the Dodgers, a refractor Michael Bush. That's going to Mr. Joey Otto. And then we have a Tanner Burns, first Bowman. I don't acknowledge the White Sox, Red Sox, Phillies as teams. Whoa, man. Those sound like fighting words. Josh Jung, Sammy Infante for the Nats, first Bowman. And then for the Royals, we've got a Will Klein, first Bowman. And we have a Twins, Alaric Solari, first Bowman. And we have Kyle Isbell and a C.J. Abrams, glimpses of greatness going out to the Padres. So that's going to Zach O. We've got 2 packs left. White Sox because of 357. Well, okay, that makes sense. Okay. I thought it was because you were jealous of all of their young stars that the Rangers don't have. Oh, those are fighting words too. Sorry. Okay. Casey Martin, Ronnie Mauricio, Nico Holtsizer, Owen Miller. There's Zach Veen. We haven't seen Veen in this break yet. So there's a nice Zach. Or did we see him at the very beginning? I forget who we saw at the very beginning, but a nice Zach Veen paper. For the Rockies, it's going to Isaac. Conforto got engaged. Well, he's too young to get in. I'll take that down. What did you put? I didn't even see it. I was looking at cards. Yeah, don't worry, you won't offend me. Ryan Jensen, you will only offend me if you. The only time I get offended is when people say Mike Trout is overrated. Alika Williams, Dane Acker, Carmen Mladinsky, Carson Ragsdale, Bitsko. There's another Reed Detmers. We're pulling some more Detmers for David. Congrats on that one, David. We've got DL Hall and another Heston Kjerstad. The Orioles spot. It has been all Orioles all night. That Orioles spot is fire tonight. That's where it's at. We'll see what happens in Sapphire. But don't be surprised if we see more Orioles. I just feel like it's the Orioles night at this point. Daniel Lynch, Daniel Cabrera, Hayden Cantrell, Jay Groom, Casey Schmidt, George Kirby, Mike Ciani, Gerard Encarnacion, David Calabrese, and now for our Chromes, we've got an Owen Miller for the Indians. That is going to Matt. And I just mentioned it. However, for the Rockies, which is Isaac F., a Zach Veen refractor. That is a nice one right there. So the Zach Veen shows up. Glad we got that card. That is a sweet card right there. Zach Veen, their number 1 pick up there, a mile high. And it was a good one. We're going to pull Garrett Mitchell back. We'll make some room for Veen here. And now we continue on for the Mariners. For Ryan, we've got a first Bowman Connor Phillips. Chrome. We've got a Riley Green. Jeff Criswell, first Bowman. Cardinals fan 1990, good evening. How are you? We are about to We've got one more pack of draft, and then we're going to do a Sapphire box, so stick around for that. Joey Cantillo, Cody Hosey, then we're going to have a Sky Blue Parallel, and it is going to be a nice one, a Patrick Bailey for the Giants, a Sky Blue Parallel going out to Matt. Matt, man, you guys are killing me on top loaders tonight. It's fantastic. So gotta get a couple more. I'm opening them up 25 at a time. So let's see. I cannot wait. I have had an order in for probably half a year for the 100 packs that BCW does, but those have not shown up. Who knows where those things are never going to show up. This thing's going to show up in 2024 when I don't even know. They're back ordered for so long. But back to it. A Patrick Bailey for the Giants. Nice one there. So congratulations on that one, Matt. And we have another Asa Lacy. That one's going to Brian. So Asa has been all over in this break. We are running out of room in the card guard. Let's see. I've only got one pack. I'm going to see if I can get them all out. Get as many as I can. Grow the garden. Grow the garden. Here we go. Last pack. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get some mojo. You know who we have not really seen. We've seen one Torkelson, but let's get a Torque out of this pack. Let's do that. We've only gotten one, and we have not gotten a base yet. So let's do at least that. Because having that Tiger spot and not getting a Torque, let's not. We've got one. We got the franchise future, but let's get a Torkelson Chrome or something. All right, here we go. York, Perdomo, Dingler, Little, bingo! Spencer Torkelson. It's like you just have to call it and will it to be. There he is, Spencer Torkelson, coming at Uncle Rick live. Torkelson time. Love it. So Torkelson, there you go. Now the card garden's complete. You just got to keep growing it. Here we go. Jeter Downs, Jackson Cower, Bryce Jarvis, Balazovic, Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Another nice one. That one going to, you guessed it, Isaac. We've also got, who's going to be the under pressure card? Austin, I'm a baseball nerd. O'Neill Cruz, there's no such thing as a baseball nerd. There's only a baseball scientist. Alex Santos, Shea Langoliers, Nick Garcia, Grayson Rodriguez. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, you're starting to sound like your parents, where you say, if you would apply yourself in school as much as you apply yourself to baseball cards, imagine where you would be today. And you'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't know anything about baseball, and that would suck. Xavier Warren, Bobby Witt Jr. paper. And let's see. We've got a Nolan Gorman, Levi Prater, Andrew Vaughn paper. Andrew Vaughn, that's my guy from 2019 draft. That's who I like. He was a 3rd round pick overall. So nice one there, Captain. Gage Workman, Brady McConnell, Jared Jones, and now we go to our Chromes. We have a first Bowman Chrome, Hayden Cantrell for the Brew Crew. That's going to Zach O. Statistician with a gut feeling. And we have an Alex Santos for the Astros going to Ryan V. So Ryan gets a nice Alex Santos first Bowman refractor. And now to our Chromes. Let's see what we get. Joe Boyle. That's a first Bowman. Logan Allen, the second. That's just, I'm going to say it from here on out. It's my new thing. It's my new thing starting today. Josh Jung, Sammy Infante, first Bowman for the Nats. For the Nats not having that many cards in this set, we have pulled quite a bit of Nats in this box. Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. And an Isaiah Green first Bowman for the Mets. Like I said in the first break, he was part of the Lindor trade, so he's on the Indians now, but that is a Mets card, so that one is going to Jared. And to round out the box, speaking of the Indians, this one going to Matt M. That is a Carson Tucker 20 in 20 insert. Nice one there. A little bit of face reveal while we're at it. What? So there you go. So that is our box. Very nice box. Some sweet parallels in this box as well. Glad we got the Torkelson in that last, although it was only the paper. I will take a Paperson. I was going to be mad if we didn't get a Torkelson out of that whole box. But we did. Asa, a big star of that box. The sweet Garrett Mitchell. That's probably the best auto we got out of the box. So that one's going to Zach. But we do get quite a bit. Was every one of our autos was a parallel auto as well, which is not common. Out of these, normally you get at least one base. And like I say, you always know it's a good break by how many top loaders you go through. So we went through quite a bit. So another nice break for sure. Let me get this cleaned off and we will get to the Bowman Draft Sapphire. Let me just get cleaned up here a little bit and then we'll hold all the cards and show you what the hits for break 2 were at the end of the Sapphire. All right. Yeah, and Ryan, that's kind of how it goes in breaks. You normally, you get teams that hit, and then you get teams that kind of strike out. It's a little bit of gambling. The Astros, not one of the stronger teams in Bowman Draft, but then all of a sudden you'll get the Astros in like a 2020 flagship series, and the Astros are a great team. So it just kind of depends on the set, and it kind of depends on random team breaks, what teams you end up with. If you want to not do a random team break, the other way to go is you just buy the team you want. But for example, if you want the Tigers are going to cost you north of $100 at least, and probably closer to 200 because, or like the Orioles or something, that's going to cost you a lot. So if you want to keep the price down, yes, you go randomized, but you can always trade and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of gambling, but I hope you had a little bit of fun. And right now we could have a ton of fun. We'll see what we can pull out of Sapphire. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this. All right, Mariners. Tucker, I believe, beat Jose Bautista in a home run derby. Yeah, I don't think he would beat Bautista anymore. Or maybe he would. I don't know that Bautista can hit it all anymore. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Let me get my knife right there. All right. I don't know why I always get nervous when I open Sapphire stuff. For some reason, I always get nervous because I just feel like there could be, it could be a monster. Let's see. What sort of monsters might be lurking in this box of Sapphire? Here we go. I'm gonna pull these down a little bit, just so you guys can't see them. All right, so we've got Dane Acker for the A's. That is going to Isaac. That is a first Bowman. We've got for the Pirates, Carmen Mladinsky. That is a first Bowman. That's what you want out of here. The Pirates, also going to Isaac. A Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies, going to Isaac. 4th round pick. So a few pitchers out of the bat, out of the box. For the Rays, this is going to Matt M. We got a Nick Bitsko. Nick Bitsko, he was 24th overall. So a nice little Nick Bitsko action. Bitsko, I like that name. And it's a Rays pitcher, which historically, you know, people say, no, you want the batters, not the pitchers. But if it is a Rays pitcher, I think that is Rays pitchers and the way that they develop their pitchers, they can be special. So there's that. Jackson Cower for the Royals. And we have Bryce Jarvis for the Diamondbacks. That is going to Jeff V. Jarvis, I believe, was the 1st round pick, 18th overall. So a nice one there. 1st rounder for Jeff. Beautiful cards. Just beautiful, beautiful cards. All right. So then we go Jordan Balazovic. That's going to the Twins. That's going to Isaac. For the Royals, going to Brian, we have Kyle Isbell. Nice one there. And for the Mariners, we have Connor Phillips. That going to Ryan. Congratulations on that one. Connor Phillips was, what, 2nd round pick? Yeah, 2nd round pick. So we got Connor Phillips. And I'll top load all of the first Bowmans after the break, so it doesn't take us forever to get through these, but we'll throw Connor up there. All right, another first Bowman. This one, a Mitchell Parker. A lot of pitchers coming out. I want to see some hitters. Show me some hitters. This one's going to the Nats. That's going to Isaac. We've got a Hudson Haskin going to the Orioles for Barry. So Hudson Haskin, that is a hitter. That is a first Bowman. Nice one there. Round 2 pick, 39th overall. Haskin, Sapphire. Sapphire. I just like saying Sapphire. All right, another pitcher first Bowman. This one's going to the Giants. So this one's going to Matt. That is a Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy, 5th round pick. And for the Phillies, we have a Casey Martin. It is your first Sapphire. Let's see if we can get you an Emerson Hancock. That would be a sweet one. So Casey Martin, round 3 for the Phillies, first Bowman. Who's Phillies again? That's Isaac. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. That's going to Jared. And for the Halos, going to David. David, we give you a David Calabrese. I believe he was there. Is he there? 4th round? 3rd round pick. 82nd overall. Then our next one we have for the Cardinals. Actually, there are 2 Cardinals, in fact. I have a nice Nolan Gorman. Nolan Gorman flying a little bit under the radar right now, but a very good prospect for the Cardinals. That one's going to Isaac, followed by a first Bowman, Levi Prater. Then for the White Sox, a sweet one here, an Andrew Vaughn. Nice Andrew Vaughn going out to Captain John. Like that one. Andrew Vaughn, I'm telling you, he's going to be special. He's going to be special. The Sox are so loaded, man. But the Sox also still need pitching, I think. But Andrew Vaughn, so that is a sweet Sapphire. Then we have a Gage Workman. Yeah, Jared has had a decent break. Gage Workman for the Tigers. That's going to Uncle Rick. First Bowman And Gage was 4th round pick. Then we've got Brady McConnell for the Royals. We have for the Pirates a Jared Jones first Bowman. Lots of first Bowmans in here. That's what we want to see, but also lots of pitchers. So take the good with the bad. A Pirate here. So that is going to Isaac, a Jared Jones first Bowman. Then right back to the White Sox, we have a Bailey Horn first Bowman. Bailey was a 5th round pick. That one's going to Captain John. And for the A's, we have a Jeff Criswell first Bowman. Almost every one of these cards has been a first Bowman. That's fantastic. So that is going to the A's as well. So that is going to Isaac. We have for the Twins a first Bowman, also going to Isaac. This is a Marco Rea. Then we go over to the Indians for Matt M. We have a Tanner Burns. Lots of pitchers, though. Lots and lots of pitchers. Like, a lot. And then we have a Hans Kraus for the Rangers. Our next card, a big one. An Ed Howard, first Bowman for the Cubs. That is a nice one there. The Cubs is going to, you guessed it, Isaac. So Isaac gets an Ed Howard. That is a nice hit right there. Probably the best hit out of the Sapphire box so far. We're not done yet, though. We have a Trevor Larnach as well for the Twins. And for the Padres, another nice hit going out to Zach. Zach O. Robert Hassel, first Bowman Sapphire. Nice one there. Like that card. So Ed Howard and Robert Hassel. 8th pick overall. Beautiful, beautiful Sapphire card there. Then we have Elliot Ramos. Now we get to our parallels. So the Elliot Ramos going to Matt M. Now for our parallels. Our first one. Hold on. Our first one is going to Mr. David T. It is a David Calabrese first Bowman, numbered 78 out of 99. Yellow parallel, gold, yellow. No, it's not gold. It is yellow. Yellow parallel. David Calabrese, first Bowman, 78 out of 99. Beautiful card there. Like that one. That was a lot of pundits feel that Calabrese was kind of the Angels' sleeper pick, was a real smart pick for the Halos. So that one's numbered 78 out of 99. That is our first one. And then we have, let's see, for the Rockies, for Isaac, a Drew Romo, first Bowman, numbered 15 out of 50. Green parallel, Drew Romo. It's not the first round pick, but he was a first round pick, but it was supplemental part of the draft. So he was the 35th pick overall. Catcher Drew Romo out of 50. A nice one there for Isaac as well to round out break number 2. Nice box of Sapphire there. A little bit of a different flavor to it, but it did end up with some pretty nice cards in it. So let's, first of all, I would say probably about 70% of them were first Bowman. So there's that. But let's go, we will go over the hits here. Go over all the hits from the break. Let's do that. And we'll end on all these Sapphire cards. So, quick recap. All right, here we go. Recap. Rewind. All right, here we go. So, break 2, highlights. Luke Little, Sky Blue, first Bowman paper parallel, numbered 62 out of 499 for the Cubbies. We have the Justin Lang speckle refractor, first Bowman for the Padres. For the Phillies, we have a Carson Ragsdale green chrome parallel, numbered 79 out of 99. We have a Mason Wynn purple paper parallel, numbered 4 out of 250. We had a Carson Ragsdale auto black parallel chrome, numbered 32 out of 75. That one's going to the Phillies as well. That's a sweet looking card right there. We have Ian Bledell going to the Cardinals. That is numbered 147 or 142 out of 150. That is a blue parallel. We have the Spencer Torkelson franchise futures, the Heston Kjerstad franchise futures, the Heston Kjerstad sweet one here for Barry, the chrome refractor parallel for Kjerstad there. Asa Lacy, not one but two chrome. Reed Detmers, sweet one there for David. That one is a refractor. Justin Lang, first Bowman refractor. Emerson Hancock, glimpses of greatness. Patrick Bailey, sky blue parallel, first Bowman. Asa Lacy, franchise futures. Joe Boyle, that is a refractor parallel, first Bowman. Joe Boyle, sky blue parallel. Zach Veen, refractor, first Bowman. Garrett Crochet, not one but two chromes. Spencer Torkelson paper. The Garrett Mitchell, it's a nice one here. The class of 2020, pretty tough pull here, 184 out of 250. That one going to the Brewers, so that one's going to Zach O. We have an Alex Santos refractor parallel, Hayden Cantrell refractor, Heston Kjerstad paper, Zach Veen paper, and then as we continue on, we have Daniel Cabrera refractor chrome, Bobby Witt Jr. chrome, Casey Martin refractor, Ryan Murphy refractor, Adley Rutschman chrome, Will Klein refractor, Logan Allen the second refractor, Jason Dominguez paper, Adley Rutschman glimpses of greatness, Addison Coffey refractor, Case Williams refractor, Kjerstad paper, Zach Veen paper, Asa Lacy glimpses of greatness, Hudson Haskin refractor, Mitchell Parker refractor, Carson Ragsdale sky blue parallel, number 203 out of 499. That is a first Bowman paper parallel. Reed Detmers paper. Max Meyer 20 and 20. Max Meyer paper. Emerson Hancock franchise futures. Trey Cruz refractor. Brandon Fatt. And the Emerson Hancock paper. On top of that, we also had the Connor Phillips Sapphire. Nick Bitskos Sapphire, Bryce Jarvis, Hudson Haskin, the Ed Howard, sweet one there for sure. The Robert Hassel, another very nice card. The Andrew Vaughn, fantastic. Then our parallels for this box of Sapphire. David Calabrese, numbered 78 out of 99. That is a yellow parallel, and the green parallel, Drew Romo, numbered 15 out of 50. Fantastic, fantastic. Both breaks, very nice breaks. Congratulations to everyone who got in. Of course, thank you as well to everyone who got in. I very much appreciate it. So, a few quick announcements. One, you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I have not actually produced a pre-recorded video in a couple weeks. Part of it's just been I've been busy, but for the most part, maybe it's just because I've been lazy a little bit and the holidays and whatnot. I don't know, but I have a backlog of stuff that I want to record. I have a couple Topps Future Stars breaks that I want to do pre-recorded. I am also trying to get around to actually doing my recap of the 2020 card season and doing my top sets of the year. But now we're getting so close to 2021, I don't know if it's wise to do that. I've got the Derek Jeter collab that I want to do as a live stream. And then there's also the Patreon survey, which I'm hoping to get all of the results of that survey out on Friday and have some exciting news for the Patreons coming up shortly after I give you guys the results of that, based upon what it is you guys are looking for out of the Patreon group in 2021. So I think that you guys will like some of the changes. There's not going to be anything major, but there was some great ideas in there that I think would be easy to implement. One of them is kind of a sneak peek, to actually be able to pick some of the packs that come out of the Patreon perk packs, rather than me choosing all of them, that the patrons could actually choose, like, hey, let us choose some of the packs. So that's kind of a good idea that I think we could implement. And then there'll be a few other surprises, but I will announce that over on Patreon and kind of give everyone the results of that survey. If you haven't taken the survey yet, definitely go in there and do that, because we will incorporate all that stuff. And David Thompson, thank you very much for being in the break. Ryan, I am glad you had fun. But yeah, a very cool break. And Dodgers88, thank you for joining. We actually just finished break number 2. So we are going to be wrapping up here pretty soon, but feel free to hang out. But yeah, on that survey for the Patreon group, you guys, some really good ideas. And I think we can implement some small changes, but I think there'll be changes that you guys all kind of like. We may end up doing another tier. I am considering opening it up a little bit bigger so we can get more people in the group. But I have to also say, yeah, but I got to make sure everyone can also buy into breaks and stuff, because one thing that was definitely big on the survey is people do love the fact that they can get into breaks and the pricing on the breaks and whatnot. So that we need to keep the same. So I need to figure out how to get more people in without making people mad if they can't get into break spots. So there's some ideas that some Patreons gave me there too that I think would be welcome changes, especially on some of the more in-demand breaks where we know stuff is going to sell out fast. So anyways, a lot of stuff coming up there. There should be some recorded videos. We are right around the corner from the 2021 card season. It's amazing. I think, what are we sitting on, the 13th? In less than a month, Top Series 1 is going to be coming out. Archive Signature Series 2021 comes out, if not next week, it's like the week following. I'm curious to see when Donruss gets announced. That has not been announced yet, but I'm assuming we're going to see Donruss in early March, because that's when it normally comes out. And then we'll be off and running on a 2021 card season. I am planning on doing all of the set reviews that I normally do, but I'm going to give them a facelift for 2021. I think that'll be exciting. Maybe make them a little bit shorter in time, but we'll see. Teresa, yeah, 2 awesome breaks. I agree. So Dodgers88, you say, my first time here, how can I purchase something? Well, there's a couple different ways to go about doing that. One, if you want to purchase a break, the best way to do that is to be a Patreon. There is a link to Patreon in the video description below. So that's the easiest way, because my Patreons get first access to breaks. However, every once in a while, breaks do end up on YouTube. And every once in a while, if I am live streaming, I will sell stuff while I'm live streaming after my breaks. But I do breaks more often than like personal breaks. And then the way you purchase it, you just PayPal me. So it's pretty simple, but the Patreon group is a pretty loyal group of card collectors. We welcome all people in there. There's about a little over 60 people in the group right now, all great card collectors. We have a Discord channel where you can communicate with the other people in the group, and it's pretty active, and it's really kind of a nice community. So I invite you to check it out. There's a link in the video description below. That's the best way. Or if you just want to send me money, if people ever want to send me money, I do take money. However, if people want to purchase stuff, question is, what do you want to purchase? Too bad I'm not buying till the end of the year. How much is Patreon? So Austin, you can get on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. But there are different tiers. I don't tout Patreon enough while I'm live streaming. Here's what you get from Patreon. You get the following. At $2, what that basically gets you is access to the breaks for as little as $2 a month. And some of the break, I try and price my breaks really competitively. I don't have a reseller's license. I spend a lot of time looking at pricing, and I do not make a ton of money on breaks. I break because it's fun. I do cover my costs, obviously. And I do make a little bit of money, but all that goes right back into buying more cards later. So it kind of recycles itself. But it's not like where I'm buying stuff at wholesale and making double the profit. That's not a thing that's happening. So just to be clear, so it does get you into the breaks. The breaks are all pretty competitively priced compared to what you're going to find anywhere else on YouTube or wherever else you watch baseball card stuff, Facebook groups, Instagram. But if you bump up to like the $10 level, that actually starts getting you some cards that are sent to you every month. I think you get a pack plus a curated pack of that I curate for you. It highlights your favorite team, but you don't just get your favorite team. So you might get, it's a 20 card pack of all sorts of different cards. They are all guaranteed to be from like 2017 and later. And it highlights your favorite teams and your favorite players. But you will also get other cards. I normally do throw parallels in there. Every once in a while, I'm throwing autos in there. And you get an unopened pack, and that's for like $10 a month. So a curated pack plus an unopened pack. The unopened pack is also guaranteed to be from 2017 or later. And then if you bump up to the $15 level, here's what that gets you. That gets you a $10 break credit, and then it also gets you front of the line access to my breaks. What that means is even within the Patreon group, you get tiered out a little bit. If you were paying $15 or more, you get a 2-hour advance notification before the people that are like paying $2 or $10. So, but I do my best to try and make sure everyone can get a break spot. And more often than not, they do. We normally don't have a problem with it. Every once in a while, if I don't have enough product, it becomes an issue for the lower tiers. But 95% of the time, I can get everyone in the breaks. So at that level, you get the $10 break credit plus the front of the line access. At $25, what you get is a $10 break credit. You also get 3 unopened packs, all guaranteed to be 2017 or later. So 3 unopened packs, a $10 break credit, plus front of the line access, just like at the $15 level. But what you're doing is adding 3 packs of cards. And then you can bump up to a $50 level. And at $50, you get 6 packs of unopened cards, a $20 break credit. And then you also get automatic moderator status in the live streams. And I give you my personal phone number to where you can text me if you need stuff. So that's what you get for $50. I am thinking of adding a tier. I still need to kind of figure it out. But that's why I did the survey, because I kind of wanted to know what people thought. That's one of the reasons why I did the survey. I kind of wanted to know what people thought about maybe some different tier levels and whatnot. One of the suggestions was to do a $100 tier, which sounds great. I would do that. I don't know what you have to give away for $100. It's like, what do you do? Just here's a box of baseball cards. Pretty much. But that's what you get. So Dodgers 88, there's definitely a tier for every different level. So that is the Patreon group. And then every level you do get access to the Discord. And every once in a while, if I am in live streams and I've bought into breaks, if I'm in a break, I will hand cards. I gave a card to Shalani yesterday. He's a Patreon. If I get a PC that I know someone in the group collects, and maybe I don't collect them myself, I gave him a Kyle Lewis rookie card yesterday over in Barry's stream over at Cards for Days. So I will hook my Patrons up as I'm kind of traveling within the card community myself. I've bought break spots for people in the past. So I try and make it worth the Patreon's time. So that is my big pitch on Patreon. So you guys, with that being said, the $10 spot is the $10 spot. The funny part is that one takes me the most time, because I measure everything in time these days. But because of the pack curation and everything, that one actually takes me the most time. Like as I look at it, the $10 level is the sneaky good level because you do get an unopened pack. And you never know what you're going to get out of that. You do get the curated pack, and you're going to obviously get some cards that you go, oh yeah, that's cool. I like this. I like these players because I PC them, or I like this team because they're my favorite team. And as I curate those things, I'm always, here's what I can tell you. I wish I had one that was just sitting here, but I just mailed everything out. I, for whatever reason in my head, cannot put just a common. And when I say a common, like I can't just go to a box of 2018 update and go through there and go, okay, here's the, whoever it is. Here's the common card. So as out of the 20 cards, normally you're going to get Hall of Fame names, big names, that are in the hobby. You'll get inserts, parallels. I think for the value that for $10, that curated pack is probably worth somewhere around $10 in it of itself. So there's that. And every once in a while, because I'll throw autos in, I try and make a little bit of a theme. Like this month's theme, I actually said is a little bit of a throwback. So I'm putting a lot of 2018 cards in there from people's PCs. And from their favorite team. So it's kind of interesting. I try and keep it fresh. But I put all sorts of different cards in there. I'll put Bowman cards in there. I will put, but the names aren't just like, here's the Cedric Mullins from 2019. Normally, I'm going to give you some cards that'll make it worth your while. Cause here's what I think. I go, someone's going to open this on camera. And if the cards aren't at least decent, and cards that people might like, and they go, hey, these are kind of fun, that it actually just looks bad on me. And I've been in other people's Patreon groups where I say, where I immediately after like a month or two, I'm like, what am I doing in this group? Like, I feel like I'm just buying other people's junk. And that's what I didn't like about Patreon groups that I was originally in, where I was just like, people would say, here's like 3 unopened packs. And you're like, well, cool, but it's all 1988 tops. And you're going, could you give me like maybe just one pack of something newer? So that's how I try and differentiate myself. So anyways, so all that you mentioned, you will get packs of cards monthly. Yes. And it is a membership, but Patreon, if you go on Patreon, you'll see Patreon is not designed like a membership per se. It is more of it's like a pledge, but yeah, for lack of a better way to put it, yes, it is kind of a membership. And like I said, you get access to the Discord group. There's all sorts of, there's half the people that were actually all the people that are in my breaks, they're all part of Patreon. And it's growing over the years. So that's what it is. Anyways, enough about Patreon. It is 12:12, guys. Brad, I hope you have a fantastic evening. For whatever reason, I'm not like tired. I'm kind of wondering if I should open stuff up. Brad, definitely email me your stuff. And for Topps Inception, who was, you said it was Zuber? I'll be looking for Zuber for you. Most definitely. I hope you have a good evening. Let's see. What can I open? I want to open more Sapphire, but I don't have any. I could only get 2. Let's see. Is there anything fun? That would be quick to open? I can open one of these. Let's open one of these, only because I haven't opened any of the blasters. Has anyone opened Elite Extra Edition blasters? I only get 5 cards per box. I am not on every day. I only do 1 break a week. I have a day job. I do not do this for a living. I do this more for a hobby. I break once a week, sometimes more. But when I break, I normally have 2 or 3 breaks that I do. But I do have 2 kids. I got a job. I got kids at home all day going to school. My house is nuts because there's no one ever leaves. So there's that. Okay, so this is Panini Elite Extra Edition. More prospects. So I break once a week, and depending on how many weeks are in the month, 4 or 5 times. But probably end up doing about 10 breaks, maybe 12 a month. just based upon like tonight we did 2 breaks. So let's see what we can get out of this thing. Looks like there's going to be some sort of a hit in here. All right, these are kind of fun. I kind of liked Elite Extra Edition last year. This is because of these right here. They have the Dominican Prospect League. This is an Emil Valencia. Most of these players you will not know anything about. A Dane Acker for Oakland, and that I think is going to be the hit. Let's see what this one is. This one's going to be numbered to 999. And Aaron Sabato. I know nothing about Aaron Sabato. Let's see. Next card up. Mason Hickson, prime numbers. This one is numbered. This is an auto. It is number 2 out of 230. Vanderbilt pitcher. I actually coach my son's Little League team. One of the assistant coaches on my son's Little League team that I coach, he was a pitcher for Vanderbilt. I don't know if he had a card, but if he did, it would be like an Elite Extra Edition. I don't think he ever got signed or anything, but he was a decent pitcher. And then we also, oh, look at this. This is a sweet one. I opened this, a Riley Green patch, numbered to 199. Take that all day. Nice Riley Green right there. Riley Green, I'm telling you, the Tigers, all these teams that we've been making fun of for the last 3 years, they're all going to end up being better than our teams. But Riley Green, a nice one there. Adele has relics in it as well. Let's hit a Burl. No, we hit a Riley Green. So I think I bought a few of these to include in some Patreon packs in the future because they have guaranteed autos in them. So that'll be kind of fun. So these are kind of cool. So dude, to get, I mean, I guess for $20, you get something like this. Take that. I've noticed on Elite Extra Edition that a lot of the autos are really obscure, but you never know where if they can hit. But I like the Riley Green. Taking that to the bank. Take it to the bank. So, his name, I feel like I maybe shouldn't say his name. I don't know. I probably shouldn't. He doesn't know that I'm talking about him. So, but let's just say he is my age, so he is in his late 30s. So if you go back 10 years, you'll probably find him. But yeah, I probably shouldn't say his name. He doesn't know I'm talking about him. I should probably respect his privacy because it's weird. He doesn't like. I mean, I didn't know he pitched for Vanderbilt until like halfway through our coaching season. And one day it was kind of raining and we had to pick up, it started raining. So, and we were doing a practice and we had to get all the balls in real quick because we were doing outfield practice, and he's sitting in the outfield and there was a hat that was hanging from the backstop of like the fencing backstop behind the plate. And he threw the ball like 200 yards, maybe not quite 200, but like 175 yards. I mean, or feet, not yards, or feet. He threw it from like mid outfield, not shallow, but like mid, and threw it and just knocked the hat right off the thing as he was throwing the ball in. And I was like, whoa, man, that was like a good throw. He goes, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I used to pitch for Vanderbilt. I'm okay. It was like, dude, how have you not told me that you didn't pitch for Vanderbilt? I've been coaching with you for like 8 weeks now. And then I was like, our boys are about to get into kid pitch. Like, you're telling me that I've been teaching them how to pitch when you know how to teach this stuff. So now we have signed him up to teach these kids how to pitch as they all go into 8-year-old and 9-year-old Little League, where all the kids are terrified of getting hit by the poor little kids that don't know how to pitch yet. Austin, I will DM you. I just don't want to say it on the live stream, only because I will respect his privacy. So I'll respect his. It's in knowing the guy, I just knowing him personally, I don't think he would want me to say it in a live stream. Only because it's weird. He doesn't like talking about it that much. But Austin, I will DM you after the stream's over. So speaking of the stream being over, I'm rambling. I don't have anything else to break. Dodgers88, totally invite you to check out the Patreon. You do not have to join one way or another, but would love it if you followed the channel. As always, guys, I I hope that you are having good luck on your personal pack polls. Now more than ever, when I say this, please, please, please be good to your family, be good to your friends, and right now, be good to your neighbors, be good to your fellow Americans. That's what we need in this country over the course of the next 2 weeks and over the course of probably the next 6 months to a year. Just be good to your neighbors and realize that we have more in common than we do have not in common. So try and find the commonalities and be good to your neighbors. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We will do it again next week. And until then, have a fantastic evening and take care.